It's Friday night and time for Indiana High School football on IndianaHighSchoolSports.net. Tonight's game is driven by Greg Hubler Ford, located at the corner of McGalliard and Nebo Road in Muncie, or visit them at greghublerauto.com. And brought to you in part by Universal Roofing and Exteriors. Visit Universal at universalrfg.com. By Genesis Sports Performance. Visit Genesis at genesissportsperformance.com. And by High Gear Marketing at highgearmktg.com. Now, let's go to the field for tonight's game of the week on IndianaHighSchoolSports.net.
Every day is a great day to buy a vehicle at Greg Hubler Ford.
Because every vehicle comes with our Greg Hubler promise. On top of scheduled maintenance with your vehicle, you'll also enjoy complimentary roadside assistance, service pickup, and drop-off. And a free car wash and quick wash every time you service at Greg Hubler Ford.
We're always finding new ways to put our guests first.
Mosey on into Muncie.
Greg Hubler Ford, promise kept.
Universal Roofing and Exteriors is a family-owned and operated business, providing care and honest service for over 30 years. Universal has always been a little bit different. Their certified and trained employees don't just provide excellent work at a fair low price. They care about their customers, simply providing great customer service. Quality, honesty, dependability. That's Universal Roofing and Exteriors. Call us today at 317-257-0779. Looking for training that makes a difference? Then Genesis Sports Performance is for you. Whether you're a grade school, high school, or college athlete, or just looking to get back into shape, Genesis has customized programs providing rapid gains in strength and conditioning, speed and agility. Genesis features a 7,000 square foot facility with state-of-the-art weight room and huge turf surface. Call Genesis at 386-7459. or visit them at genesissportsperformance.com. Hi, I'm Steve Hartley, owner and founder of High Gear Marketing, a digital advertising company focusing on data to help businesses improve market share and drive new customers. Are you tired with the lack of accountability from your current vendors? Are you frustrated with your return on investment? Well, my program is different. You actually don't pay unless you sell something. High Gear Marketing takes all the risk. You have zero to lose. If you're interested, text me at 317-523-4100.
And good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Muncie, Indiana, where the theme of tonight is redemption. Two schools battle out for supremacy on the gridiron as their toughness will be tested after agonizing defeats last week. The Mount Vernon Marauders have made the trek from Indianapolis following a brutally difficult schedule to start the season. As for the hometown Delta Eagles, their 3 perfect weeks of football drew it to a close last week at Yorktown. On paper, these two teams are having very different seasons so far at 1-3 and 3-1 respectively, but their goals remain the same tonight: bounce back and make a statement. No matter the outcome tonight, it's certainly going to be a game that these two teams will remember for the rest of the season. It's the Mount Vernon Marauders and the Delta Eagles here on IndianaHighSchoolSports.net. And welcome inside the booth, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Sam Niger, and joining me for the first time this evening is Charles Smart. Charles, what a great venue we've got. What a great night for football it is, and we are in for a good game. Lots of individual talent on these two teams. Why don't we start with the offensive players that we're going to keep our eye on tonight?
Starting with a 3-1 Delta Eagles. On offense, number 8 senior Palmer Samuels through 4 games. He has 395 yards on 82 carries, averaging 98.8 yards per game with 8 touchdowns. And for the Marauders, number 9 senior Eli Bridenthal has 2 passing touchdowns, 20 carries for 175 yards and 5 touchdowns. Oh, and he's also caught 15 passes for 240 yards.
Bridenthal, certainly an X factor that we noted in pregame for the visiting Mount Vernon Marauders. Sticking with that theme of key players to watch, maybe not as much individual talent on defense for both of these two teams, but these squads certainly play solid team defense. If we had to pick one for Mount Vernon, though, we're going to look right up front at the nose tackle, the big boy, 6'2", 225. I'm referring to Tyler Kimberly, number 56. He's got 25 tackles on the season. He is a big leader up front on the defensive line. He's going to look to try and get in the backfield, make his presence felt for the Marauders. And as for the Eagles, Eagles, well, they're a little hobbled tonight on defense. Dylan Manor, our pregame player to watch, is hurt. Number 9, the inside linebacker for Delta. He's replaced by number 24, Keelan Nash. And Nash is actually going to be our player to watch this evening as he has big shoes to fill with Manor no longer being in the lineup. Well, we've examined the players to watch tonight, and we're going to take a quick break, our first one here on IndianaHighSchoolSports.net. We're going to return after the national anthem with our keys to the game for both of these squads. Don't go anywhere because we are nearing about 7.5 minutes left before we have football here on IndianaHighSchoolSports.net.
Every day is a great day to buy a vehicle at Greg Hubler Ford.
Because every vehicle comes with our Greg Hubler promise. On top of scheduled maintenance with your vehicle, you'll also enjoy complimentary roadside assistance, service pickup, and drop-off. And a free car wash and quick wash every time you service at Greg Hubler Ford.
We're always finding new ways to put our guests first.
Mosey on into Muncie.
Greg Hubler Ford, promise kept.
Universal Roofing and Exteriors is a family-owned and operated business, providing care and honest service for over 30 years. Universal has always been a little bit different. Their certified and trained employees don't just provide excellent work at a fair low price. They care about their customers, simply providing great customer service. Quality, honesty, dependability. That's Universal Roofing and Exteriors. Call us today at 317-257-0779. Looking for training that makes a difference? Then Genesis Sports Performance is for you. Whether you're a grade school, high school, or college athlete, or just looking to get back into shape, Genesis has customized programs providing rapid gains in strength and conditioning, speed and agility. Genesis features a 7,000 square foot facility with state-of-the-art weight room and huge turf surface. Call Genesis at 386-7459. or visit them at GenesisSportsPerformance.com. Hi, I'm Steve Hartley, owner and founder of High Gear Marketing, a digital advertising company focusing on data to help businesses improve market share and drive new customers. Are you tired with the lack of accountability from your current vendors? Are you frustrated with your return on investment? Well, my program is different. You actually don't pay unless you sell something. High Gear Marketing takes all the risk. You have zero to lose. If you're interested, text me at 317-523-4100.
Every day is a great day to buy a vehicle at Greg Hubler Ford.
Because every vehicle comes with our Greg Hubler promise. On top of scheduled maintenance with your vehicle, you'll also enjoy complimentary roadside assistance, service pickup, and drop-off. And a free car wash and quick wash every time you service at Greg Hubler Ford.
We're always finding new ways to put our guests first.
Mosey on into Muncie.
Greg Hubler Ford, promise kept.
Universal Roofing and Exteriors is a family-owned and operated business, providing care and honest service for over 30 years. Universal has always been a little bit different. Their certified and trained employees don't just provide excellent work at a fair low price. They care about their customers, simply providing great customer service. Quality, honesty, dependability. That's Universal Roofing and Exteriors. Call us today at 317-257-0779. Looking for training that makes a difference? Then Genesis Sports Performance is for you. Whether you're a grade school, high school, or college athlete, or just looking to get back into shape, Genesis has customized programs providing rapid gains in strength and conditioning, speed and agility. Genesis features a 7,000 square foot facility with state-of-the-art weight room and huge turf surface. Call Genesis at 386-7459. or visit them at GenesisSportsPerformance.com. Hi, I'm Steve Hartley, owner and founder of High Gear Marketing, a digital advertising company focusing on data to help businesses improve market share and drive new customers. Are you tired with the lack of accountability from your current vendors? Are you frustrated with your return on investment? Well, my program is different. You actually don't pay unless you sell something. High Gear Marketing takes all the risk. You have zero to lose. If you're interested, text me at 317-523-4100.
Okay. ladies and gentlemen, to Delta High School as we are moments away now from the national anthem played by the Delta Eagles marching band.
And you find a donator. They said they were going to have to probably get a U-Haul. It was Stephanie that was
Ladies and gentlemen, can we have your attention, please? Tonight we would like to recognize our outstanding Delaware Community School Corporation teachers. If you are currently or have been a teacher at Albany Elementary, Eaton Elementary, Royerton Elementary, Delta Middle School, or Delta High School, would you please stand? Let's give these outstanding educators a round of applause. On the field, our Delta football team has selected a teacher who has made a positive impact in their life to join them for the national anthem and the coin toss. Fans, officials, and teams, would you please rise, remove your caps as the Delta cheerleaders presents the colors and the Delta band under the direction of Mr. Zach Enos performs our national anthem.
Welcome back up into the booth here at Delta High School, ladies and gentlemen. Sam Niger, Charles Smart joining you for what should be a great matchup tonight between the hometown Delta Eagles and the visiting Marauders of Mount Vernon. Charles, as promised, our keys to the game tonight. Why don't we start with the hometown team, the Delta Eagles?
Once again, the Delta Eagles are 3-1, and on offense, they've got to get their stellar running game going and flowing. They have 15 rushing touchdowns as a team. They average 4.3 touchdowns as a team per game. And for Mount Vernon, they've got to give the ball to their star players. Eli Bridenthal, number 9, is a senior. He has 2 passing touchdowns, 20 carries for 175 yards and 5 touchdowns. And he's caught 15 passes for 240 yards. So give the ball to their starters and their playmakers and make them make plays.
It is certainly going to be a star-driven game tonight as the atmosphere and the intensity starting to heat up here at Delta High School. Still awaiting the coin toss from the officials. So the captain's coming out now for Mount Vernon and Delta. And this gives us a chance, because we have a 7:30 kickoff, a little later kickoff tonight. We can look at some of the scores from in and around the Muncie area already. Already in the second quarter is Mississauga, the Indians. They are beating the Frankton Eagles 7-0 right now. As for the game between Anderson and Harrison, the Harrison Raiders have the advantage in that game, 14-0. Still no scores reported from Yorktown and Newcastle and Lafayette, Jefferson, and Muncie Central. But as for the game between Westdale and Shenandoah, the Raiders taking care of business in the first quarter, 16-0 with the lead over the Warriors. As for Eastbrook and Alexandria Monroe, the Panthers and Tigers are tied at 7 apiece, and the Oak Hills Golden Eagles are beating the Madison Grant Argyles 7-0 in the first quarter. No other scores to report besides New Palestine as they continue their dominance over the Pendleton Heights Arabians. 14-0 is the score of that game now. Bit of a later kickoff tonight, as we mentioned. Coin toss is now done, and we are ready for football. I'm excited, Charles. Happy to have you up here in the booth, and we are awaiting what should be a great game.
I'm happy to be back broadcasting football, and I'm going to go over the defensive strategies and keys to the game for each team, starting with the Eagles. They've got to put pressure on freshman quarterback Luke Ertl, make him make mistakes for sure. And for the Marauders on defense, they've got to put a stop to Delta's running game and make them fight for first downs through the air. They are such a run-heavy offense. They've got to make them throw the ball.
Well, we are lined up for the opening kick now, just moments away from football here at Delta High School, and it is going to be the hometown Eagles kicking off to the visiting Mount Vernon Marauders. On to kick for the Eagles is Braden Stanley, number 83. And this is going to be a short kick, and that's actually going to dribble out of bounds inside the 20, so not how you want to start if you are Delta. And it's going to be great field position for Mount Vernon on the road.
Was a short kick anyway, but goes out of bounds before landing in the field of play, so there's a yellow flag.
Although the Marauders didn't get to field a return this time, George Burton is one of the many returners listed for Mount Vernon to start the year, but it looks like the Eagles have accepted the penalty to move the kickoff back, so we're going to restart this football game. Why not?
Yeah, the kicker for the Eagles probably wants a redo anyway, so, I mean, I think he'll take it.
Yeah, certainly an unorthodox beginning to this game, so it's going to be a kickoff coming from the Delta 35 now. It will push the Marauders up the field. Back deep to return for the Mount Vernon Marauders is number 31, Corbin May.
This is a full house for this conference matchup.
This time a line drive kick, and it's fumbled, but picked back up by the Marauders, and now we've got a decent return back up the middle, and taken down just outside the 30-yard line on the return. That time was Jeliva Brogan, number 30 for the Marauders, and that will send freshman quarterback Luke Ertl out on offense for the Marauders. Ertl, 5'10", 150-pound freshman, as we mentioned. He's been 39 for 73 on the year, but he does like to throw the football. He's got 698 yards. This Mount Vernon team puts a lot of faith in a freshman quarterback, and he's performed pretty well so far through 4 games. He'll start from the pistol on first down. He's got Brogan behind him, and it's going to be a keeper this time. And bouncing out to his left for a first down and stepping out of bounds actually was Eli Bridenthal, so a little trickery to begin the game. Bridenthal will line up in the pistol sometimes at quarterback. He's actually thrown 17 passes this year, and he's scrambled for 20 carries. So the Marauders are spicing things up here early in the first quarter on their first play of the game. On a new set of downs now, it's Bridenthal again. He's bouncing out to his left, shakes a couple of tacklers free, and dives forward to move the sticks again. A late flag is going to come in, though, for on the far side of the field, and it looks like the Marauders are already backing back up, maybe holding back. It is going to go against the Marauders, so they're backing all the way back up from the original line of scrimmage. Charles, what have you seen so far? Even though through 2 plays, the Marauders certainly are inviting Bridenthal to command this offense.
Yeah, besides the penalty, I mean, they were kind of marching down the field. A little bit of a breakdown for Delta here.
Still awaiting restart. We've only played 43 seconds of football, but it feels like we've been on the air for far longer than that. Bridenthal still in the gun. Looks like it might be a run-heavy night for him. We'll see if he doesn't throw the football here shortly. Play action. He's rolling out to his right, and he's got a man open downfield, but just off target from Bridenthal. Bridenthal actually has the highest QBR of any player on the field tonight at 95.7 on the season, but that was not a great first passing attempt for the Marauders.
Intended receiver was Jake Lang.
It's going to bring up second down and 13 after the penalty for Mount Vernon. Still no action for Luke Ertl, who's listed as QB1 for the Marauders. Bridenthal, more of a do-it-all player for the Marauders, so we'll see him also at the wide receiver position. He hands the ball off this time to Jeliba Brogan, and that's a great read by the defense for Delta. He swallowed Brogan up, and that was a whole flock of Eagles in there to bring Brogan down for probably the best defensive play we've seen so far from Delta.
Brogan, the ball carrier.
It's going to be third down at 14.
One down by 60, Hunter Wallace.
Now from the gun once more, it is Breidenthal. Behind him is Brogan. Dropping back to throw, there's some pressure immediately. He shakes free a defender, and taking off is Breidenthal up the middle, diving forward. Did he get that first down? It looked like he might have been just short, but the officials will be generous with their spot, and it is going to be a first down for Mount Vernon, and a big first down for the Marauders, facing a 3rd and long. That will move the sticks for the 2nd time tonight for Mount Vernon. Oh, and they went hard count, and they got the Eagles to jump. Perhaps Delta on their heels. And it is a neutral zone infraction, so we'll take
flag on the play,
a
offside
5-yard
on
advantage for
still first down.
Marauders. It's going to be 1st and 5. From the gun, it's still Breidenthal. And he's going to hand it off to Brogan. Brogan had a nice hole up the middle, some great blocking.
Brogan,
and
the
that's
ball
going to go
carrier.
down as a 10-plus yard run. So they are involving Jeliba Brogan now in the run game.
We're down by
And it's
29,
working for
Chase
the
Smith.
Marauders here early, and they are rolling on this first drive, Charles.
Result of the play good for a first down.
Marauders certainly not trying to push the tempo, looking to the sideline after every play. They are marching to the beat of their own drum right now, and it is working for the visiting team. And the give is going to be to number 38 for Mount Vernon
38,
this
Drew
time.
Martin, the ball carrier.
That is Drew Martin for the Marauders, as that's going to bring up 2nd down and 2
2nd down.
after an 8-yard carry. Second down and short situation now for Mount Vernon. Breidenthal sends a man in motion. It's a QB keep this time on the draw. He's got some space in front of him, and look at the speed from Breidenthal in the end zone for the first touchdown of the evening.
Mount Vernon.
What a start for this Mount Vernon team on offense.
Breidenthal was untouched till inside the 5-yard line. I mean, he was completely untouched.
And we mentioned at the top of the broadcast that the inside linebacker, Dylan Manor, is out tonight for Delta. He's replaced by Keelan Nash, and you wonder if the inexperience from Nash got the better of him that time with the big 6'3" Breidenthal running straight up the middle into the end zone for the opening score.
He sold the fake, and he broke it out outside and just sped through all the defenders. I mean, he was not touched until the 5-yard line.
Extra point is also good from Breidenthal, the kicker.
Is good.
It's Ryland Viner. Breidenthal is the punter, but nonetheless, it still counts for an extra point. And we are going to take our first break of the night here on IndianaHighSchoolSports.net. Don't go anywhere. We will see if the Delta Eagles can respond after going down early in the first quarter.
Every day is a great day to buy a vehicle at Greg Hubler Ford.
Because every vehicle comes with our Greg Hubler promise. On top of scheduled maintenance with your vehicle, you'll also enjoy complimentary roadside assistance, service pickup, and drop-off. And a free car wash and quick wash every time you service at Greg Hubler Ford.
We're always finding new ways to put our guests first.
Mosey on into Muncie.
Greg Hubler Ford, promise kept.
Universal Roofing and Exteriors is a family-owned and operated business, providing care and honest service for over 30 years. Universal has always been a little bit different. Their certified and trained employees don't just provide excellent work at a fair low price. They care about their customers, simply providing great customer service. Quality, honesty, dependability. That's Universal Roofing and Exteriors. Call us today at 317-257-0779. Looking for training that makes a difference? Then Genesis Sports Performance is for you. Whether you're a grade school, high school, or college athlete, or just looking to get back into shape,
Genesis has customized programs providing rapid gains in strength and conditioning, speed and agility. Genesis features a 7,000 square foot facility with state-of-the-art weight room and huge turf surface. Call Genesis at 386-7459 or visit them at genesissportsperformance.com.
Going to hand the call back to Sam Niger. Oh, and a big run. That's number 3.
We apologize for those technical difficulties.
Pretty Nolan Carpenter, the ball carrier.
High school, as Charles mentioned earlier, it's 7-0 here.
Brought down by 14, Trey Fox. Good for a Delta Eagle, first down.
The Eagles are driving now. They are at exactly the 50-yard line. Quarterback Pete Bond, 6'1", 180 junior, under center. Two very different styles of offense tonight as Bond hands it off to the big boy, Palmer Samuels.
18, Palmer Samuels, the ball carrier.
A solid carry on first down. Palmer Samuels, we mentioned at the top of the broadcast, is one of our players to watch tonight at 6'2", 250. Charles, and he's a great running back that the Eagles are going to use, but he's wrapped up nicely.
Palmer Samuels, the ball carrier.
Mount Vernon defense.
Yeah, there's that Mount Vernon defense needing to stop this running game early.
Brought down by 56, Tyler Kimberly.
Third down at 3.
Third down.
Third down and 3.
Yeah, go ahead, Charles. What were you going to say?
I was going to say, we were just talking about him. Give it to Palmer Samuels here. It's your leading rusher. 3rd and 3. You're down by 7. 6:45 to go in the first.
It is Samuels lining up behind the quarterback, Bond. Bond is actually going to go play action. He kicks it out to his right, and it is caught by Samuels, who's getting involved in a passing game. That is just his 3rd reception of the season.
Hayden Bond's pass
But he gets the
complete.
job done. It moves the sticks.
To 18, Palmer Samuels.
Mount Vernon was not expecting
Good
that
for a
time.
Delta Eagle, first down.
Early, so a little offensive balance here early from the
Yeah, it was a stellar fake. He completely sold it and then leaves Samuel wide open on the right.
It's going to be first down and 10 now from the 34-yard line. 6:33 to play. Eagles trying to answer the touchdown from the Marauders. From the gun now, it is Vaughn. I wonder if we won't see back-to-back passes from him now. They are actually going to give it to Samuels this time, and Samuels has a big pull out to his left, trying to shake free the defender, and he's pulling
Nolan
down
Carpenter, the ball
just
carrier.
outside the red zone, and getting very excited after that time.
Brought down
Is number
by
3.
81, George for him.
That is Nolan Carpenter.
Flag on the play.
Carpenter got facing one of the Morado's defenders, and I think it's going to cost him this time with an unsportsmanlike penalty.
Tackle was made by number 81, George Burhan.
Vernon getting involved on both sides of the play. He also has 8 carries and 11 receptions on the year offense for the Marauders. But he does make a significant contribution to the team on the defensive side of the ball at the safety position. The penalty is going to go against Delta for the unsportsmanlike conduct. And I think it was maybe warranted that time, Charles, after the extracurriculars from Carpenter. This will back the football all the way up to the 42-yard line.
6:10.
They're going to reset the game clock now to 6:10, I believe.
Flag on the play was unsportsmanlike conduct on Delta.
In the press box.
First down.
Still first down, though. It's going to be 1st and 13 for the Eagles. So the momentum off of a great first couple of runs for the Eagles is slowed now after really an unnecessary penalty. The see how they respond here with Bond in the gun once more. Out to his right is Bond. Here, Owen is out is Caden Bond. And he chucks it downfield for another
Bond pass complete for 17, Caleb Elliott.
It's Caleb Elliott who has his first reception tonight. And it looks like they're going to mark him down.
Brought down by 3, DJ Johnson.
So all the yardage they just lost from the penalty is nearly gained right back.
Second down.
It's going to be second down and very short for the Eagles. I mentioned that Bond was to the right of Bond. I was referring to number 21, Marquel Bond, the 5'9" senior. Didn't get the call that time running the football as they will send Palmer Samuels back into the game. But a nice mix of running and passing here on this drive from Delta. They look calm and collected, Charles, despite being down 7.
Yeah, Caleb Elliott made the catch. He has 12 catches for 132 yards on the season.
Under center is Bond. He's going to give it to Samuels, and Samuels barrels
18, Palmer Samuels, the ball carrier.
But he might have been stopped short. I don't think the officials are motioning to move the sticks, so now it's third down and inches.
Down by 50,
A
Hayden
big third down
Kowalski.
coming up here in the first quarter for Delta with 5:47.
Third down.
Bond coming back to the huddle for this third down play. Under center again. Samuels is the lone man in the backfield. And it's a QB keeper this time for Bond. He has the distance.
One Caden Bond on the keeper.
About 2 yards on that rush. So they let their junior quarterback, who has 43 carries
That's
already.
good for a Delta Eagle first down.
Throw forward for 2 extra yards, and that'll put him over 100 yards on the season rushing. Clock rolls inside 5 minutes and 10 seconds to play here in the first quarter. So these offenses both taking their time, Charles. No need to hurry yet, but it looks like we're in for a good game so far.
Yeah, both QBs are getting real active right now, getting outside the pocket, making difficult throws. It's exciting.
For sure, as Bond is not one who usually throws, as he hands it off to Carpenter, who had a penalty just a minute ago, and he's swallowed up by the Marauders defense, and I bet they let him know about that one after the unsportsmanlike
Carpenter, the
just
ball
a few
carrier.
minutes ago.
Second down.
Second and, we'll call it 9 for the Eagles. But heading into this game, the Eagles have only thrown 72 passes on the year. We expected them to run a lot more than pass, but I feel like there's been a good balance so far, Charles. From the gun, it is Caden Bond. He's going to drop back to pass once more. Out to his left, he has the receiver. Hauled in. The tackle is going to be a
Ball
game
pass
tackle
complete.
that time, so a good read from the secondary.
Johnny Maynard.
All we can get from outside was number 28 for the Eagles. That is
Brought down by 29, Aiden Lindstrom.
Chase Lennox.
Third down.
Delta. Third down and 4. Coming up for the Eagles. And with the way this first quarter has gone, we might only see one possession for each team. It has been slow going for the offenses, but they put together some solid drives as Bond goes under center for third down once more. It's going to be a pitch out to Carpenter to his left. Does he have the distance? Tough to tell from this angle, but it looks like he was brought down
Carpenter, the ball carrier.
maybe a yard short.
Pushed out of bounds by 29, Aiden Lindstrom.
Actually,
Fourth
tough
down.
angle from up here in the box, but maybe Carpenter didn't get hardly any on that. It's going to be 4th and 4. Barely just got back to the line of scrimmage. And it looks like Delta's going to keep the offense out there, Charles. What do you think of this call here early?
I mean, 4th and 4 or 4th and 1? What is this?
It's going to be 4th and 4, it looks like, after Carpenter missed the yard.
I like it. It's aggressive. I mean, you're down by 7. You're at home. This is a conference game. You guys are both 1-1. I like it.
And it's going to be a pitch again. This time it goes to Samuels.
Wow. What a run.
He took a couple of defenders with him that time.
Brought down by 36, Ethan
Have to
Lynch.
move the sticks inside.
That's good for a Delta Eagle first down.
They go quick here.
It is a quick snap. Given to Samuels again. He tries to rush it up the gut once more. Shedding free of a couple
18, Palmer Samuels, the ball carrier.
Before he's brought down at about the 5-yard line. We apologize that our cameras are definitely acting up here early in this
Brought down by 15, Hunter Atkinson.
It doesn't look like you at home can see what we're seeing here. So try to describe the action as best we can.
Second down.
Inside 3 minutes later this first quarter.
Out comes Samuel.
Interesting call to bring Samuels out of the game here on 2nd and goal from the 5. What do you think of it, Charles?
I mean, this could be a little bit of a misdirection here. They take out their star player. Caden Bond, not much of a thrower here, but we'll see.
They have had Carpenter get some serious touches here early, and they are going to give it to Carpenter this time, and
Carpenter, the ball carrier. Touchdown, Eagles.
He was brought down right at the goal line, with the officials on the far side saying that he stuck his way into the end zone for the opening touchdown for Delta. So the Eagles have the answer on a long drive to hopefully tie the Marauders here for Delta fan with the extra point. Coming on to kick that extra point is Braden Stanley, usually a pretty solid kicker.
Braden Stanley on for the extra point.
To tie it here late in the first quarter. Oh, and the Marauders really got a finger on that block.
The kick is good.
And we are tied up at 7. We're trying to fix some of those camera technical difficulties while we're away. Until then, don't go anywhere here on HighSchoolSports.net. We've got a great game here at Delta High School.
Every day is a great day to buy a vehicle at Greg Hubler Ford.
Because every vehicle comes with our Greg Hubler promise. On top of scheduled maintenance with your vehicle, you'll also enjoy complimentary roadside assistance, service pickup, and drop-off. And a free car wash and quick wash every time you service at Greg Hubler Ford.
We're always finding new ways to put our guests first.
Mosey on into Muncie.
Greg Hubler Ford, promise kept.
Universal Roofing and Exteriors is a family-owned and operated business, providing care and honest service for over 30 years. Universal has always been a little bit different. Their certified and trained employees don't just provide excellent work at a fair low price. They care about their customers, simply providing great customer service. Quality, honesty, dependability. That's Universal Roofing and Exteriors. Call us
We are happy to announce for the moment, ladies and gentlemen, that we are back with our camera angles. We apologize for the technical difficulties. It's been a rough night in terms of the Wi-Fi, but we've got a great night of football on the field as Vernon
81, George Vernon, the ball carrier.
For Mount Vernon now to his left. Early for the Marauders. Charles, a big response from Joe.
Second down.
What'd you see from the Eagles on that last offensive drive? In terms of the grit and the toughness to get into the end zone and respond.
Yeah, we got to start off with that offensive line and Palmer Samuels. I mean, they were getting it done. He was going through the trenches. He was getting it done.
There's certainly been some great offensive line play as the quarterback Reidenthal keeps it himself once more and charges forward. It's those 2 yards he needed and moves the sticks for the first time on this drive for the Marauders.
Tackled by 24, Nash Teesling.
Struggling here early to stop the run. Clock is going to roll at about a minute and a half.
First and 10 Mount Vernon.
This first quarter. From the gun this time is Breidenthal. He has taken every snap tonight from the quarterback position. We weren't expected as he's going to hand it off this time and bouncing out to his left.
Wow.
38 that time.
38, Drew Martin, the ball carrier.
That's Drew Martin.
Brought down by 15, Zane Pine.
He has a great run on the first Move the sticks once.
Result of the play good for a first and 10.
Two, Charles. What do you think about this offensive balance here, really?
I mean, he's giving the ball to the right people here. Good play calling. I mean, this is a huge game for both programs here.
Mount Vernon, as we mentioned, 1-3 on the season, but they've played an incredibly tough schedule through 4 weeks as Breidenthal prepares to take the snap for the Marauders. He's going to give it once again to Martin. This time, Martin can't shake free. It's a great read by the Eagles defense. Defensive end.
Martin, the ball carrier.
Tackle Wallace got in there.
Tackled by 24, Nash Kiesling. Second down.
It's a great atmosphere here at Delta High School. Student section and the band both showing out for the Eagles as it looks like we're going to have a timeout here. Taken perhaps by the
Timeout, Mount Vernon.
The clock was starting to wind down, but it's an interesting call with 20 seconds left in this first quarter. What do you think of that call?
Yeah, they let a lot of time off the clock. I mean, it's 2nd and 9 and 20 seconds to go. I mean, they could have called a timeout when it was at, like, I think it was 45. So they let 25 seconds come off the clock. It's a weird choice.
Certainly not what the Riders were hoping for at the end of this first quarter, but I think after one quarter, which we might have 1 or 2 more plays with the clock rolling, but what do these teams, are they feeling comfortable, Charles? What do these teams need to do in the second quarter to bounce back, maybe jump out to a win?
Yeah, they feel pretty comfortable. I mean, both of them scored with ease, honestly. About 10-play drives each. It just feels like they're getting it done. Both of these defenses need to step up for sure, though.
We certainly mentioned that there was a lot more individual talent on the offensive side of the ball than both sides, but Delta might be feeling the injuries into the game and Jennings line up on the defensive front. As the players come back out of the timeout, 20 seconds to play here in this first quarter. Tries the ball from the gun once more. He's got Rogan in the backfield to his right. Dropping back to pass this time is Breidenthal. He's got a man downfield, wide open, it's hauled in, and shaking the tackler free on the far side.
Breidenthal pass complete
into
to
the end zone
81.
is number
George
81.
Vernon.
That's George
Touchdown, Mount Vernon.
We mentioned he gets involved on both sides of the ball, and he does it a big way here. What a pitch and catch from Eli Breidenthal. That is his third touchdown throwing on the season. A big play, Charles.
Yeah, Breidenthal, what a throw. That was on a rope right there. I mean, he beat the safety to get the ball there. I mean, it was stellar pass.
Vernon on to kick the extra point once again. And for the second time that night, it is good. And we still have 11 seconds left in this first quarter, so we're going to stay here for maybe a kickoff.
Extra point
one
is
more
good.
play. We mentioned, Charles, that we might be heading into the second quarter all knotted up at 7 apiece. But, man, coming out of the timeout, Mount Vernon's got to feel really comfortable and really confident after that throw from Breidenthal.
Yeah, and George Burhan, I mean, he was just getting it done. I mean, he had a stellar kickoff return, but was called back for penalties. I mean, he just came out of the gate firing, for sure.
And on the kick for Mount Vernon once again is Viner. 2 for 2 on extra points tonight. We have had some interesting kickoffs. Multiple have gone out of bounds. We've had some penalties on both sides on the return. Definitely special teams are one thing. Both of these squads are going to want to firm up heading into the second quarter and later on into the second half. Kick is away from Viner, and it's a squib kick, actually. And it's going to dribble towards the sidelines, and the flag is thrown as the kick ran out of bounds before anyone even touched it. So I believe it's going to be Eagles football now, starting at their own 40. They've still got 10 seconds to work with, though, so maybe one play here in this first quarter. What do the Eagles need to do to respond once again, Charles? They fought from behind once already. Do you see the Eagles doing it again?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, their offense was it was firing on all cylinders. Caden Bond showing great composure. I mean, I like the play calling here. I mean, they're mixing it up. I was expecting all rushing for the Eagles, and they've thrown some passes. I mean, they've just got to get Samuels involved, and it seems like their offense is working just fine.
One thing that we really didn't expect tonight was that Bond was going to rush as much as he did. I know he's He's got 43 carries on the night. He is a significant contributor carrying the football for the Eagles, but they have looked to him in some big-time situations, some third and shorts, and he has kept the sticks moving for the Eagles. And perhaps one more play to see if they can't move the sticks in this first quarter. Under center is Bond. In the backfield is, as you mentioned, Palmer Samuels. Samuels gets the carry this time, tries to cut it back to his left, didn't see a whole lot, and the Marauders swarming right at the line.
18 Palmer Samuels, the ball carrier.
And that is going to take us to the end of the first quarter, 14-7.
Brought down by 39,
It's been a back and forth
Lavelle.
offensive battle so far between Delta and Mount Vernon. And
Into the first quarter, Mount Vernon 14, Delta 7.
Football. Don't go anywhere here on IndianaHighSchoolSports.net, driven by Greg Hubler Ford.
Every day is a great day to buy a vehicle at Greg Hubler Ford.
Because every vehicle comes with our Greg Hubler promise. On top of scheduled maintenance with your vehicle, you'll also enjoy complimentary roadside assistance, service pickup, and drop-off. And a free car wash and quick wash every time you service at Greg Hubler Ford.
We're always finding new ways to put our guests first.
Mosey on into Muncie.
Greg Hubler Ford, promise kept.
Universal Roofing and Exteriors is a family-owned and operated business, providing care and honest service for over 30 years. Universal has always been a little bit different. Their certified and trained employees don't just provide excellent work at a fair low price. They care about their customers, simply providing great customer service. Quality, honesty, dependability. That's Universal Roofing and Exteriors. Call us today at 317-257-0779.
We have flipped sides here at Delta High School after one quarter of play, 14-7. The visiting Marauders of Mount Vernon are making their trip up from Indianapolis worthwhile here early. They have the lead, 14-7. Sam Maggard, Charles Smart joining you here from the press box at Delta High School. The Eagles have possession, just getting their drive rolling here after the quick strike from the Mount Vernon quarterback Eli Breidenthal to end that first quarter. We'll see if the Eagles don't have an answer of their own. Bond dropping back to throw. He's got time. He's going to step up. Bond carrying the football once again, and he's dragged down.
One taking Bond on the keeper.
Number 15 for the Marauders, the inside linebacker, Hunter Atkinson. Calls
Third down.
It's going to be third down and 7 for the Eagles. On third down and medium like this, Charles, what's the call?
I mean, Bond didn't look too uncomfortable throwing the ball. I mean, maybe you give it to Samuels, but, I mean, I think we stick with Bond here.
Mount Vernon showing a little pressure right up the middle. We'll see if Bond can react. It is going to be a give up the middle. Carpenter doesn't get it done, though. That's a
Carpenter,
great
ball carrier.
read by the Mount Vernon defense. And it looked like big number 77, Kyler Green.
Tackle by 70, Owen Bitts.
From the secondary to haul down.
Fourth down.
Bring out the punting unit for the Eagles, the first punt of the night.
That was a fantastic stop by number 70, Owen Bitts. I mean, he stopped that play in its tracks.
Thank you for the correction that time, Charles. I said it was Bitts. Punter for Delta is Landon Brooks, number 19. He's seeing his first action punting the football tonight. It's been a great offensive start for both of these squads, but that time the Mount Vernon defense up to the task. Oh, and that's going to be a rough punt. Maybe crossing the 50. Mount Vernon says, "Thank you very much," after Landon Brooks lets the nerves get to him, and that's going to be great field position for the Marauders. See if they can't take maybe a 2-score lead here on the road against Delta.
Yeah, bad news for the hometown team here. I mean, you're already down 7, and you kick a punt a ball out of bounds, giving your opponent great field position here. I mean, they were already driving on their last possession. I feel like they come out of the gates guns a-blazing here.
There's certainly been a variety of ways scoring the football here through just a little over a quarter for the Marauders. They had a long drive, as you mentioned, ran the football in for the first touchdown, and then a fantastic pass from Breidenthal to Burhan, close to 40 yards for the second score. So they open the playbook up tonight. We'll see what they do on drive number 3. Breidenthal still coming from the gun. They'll line up at the 49 of Delta, and they're going to try a reverse to Vernon this time. He has the speed to get out to the edge on the right side. He's got the first there.
81, George Vernon, the ball carrier.
Yeah.
Vernon shows off the athleticism.
Brought down by 6. Jermaine Bond.
Yeah, I mean, he was trucking, he was stiff-arming, and he attempted to hurdle. I mean, I think I'd give it to him. That was a heck of a play.
Vernon, one of the biggest boys on the field at 6'5", 215. Definitely the tallest Marauder on offense. Once again, though, slowing down the tempo in between plays, Mount Vernon knows the pace of play that they want to use tonight, and it's worked to their advantage so far. Breidenthal from the gun once more. High snap, he's going to keep it himself, dodges the tackle. Some more space out to the right, tries to cut it back. Even tried the spin move over on the far side before the
Eli Breidenthal, the ball carrier.
I think Breidenthal looks very comfortable both throwing and running the football, and that could be very dangerous.
Tackled by 22, Ryder Turner. Second down.
It's second short. Man, as much offensive variability that we've seen from the Marauders, they can really call any play on any down.
Especially with Breidenthal in there. I mean, he's so shifty.
That shifty Breidenthal is in the gun. On second and short, it's going to be a pitch this time. It's Brogan, and Brogan makes the line to gain into the red zone. Go the Marauders once more, and they are clicking on offense right now.
Brogan, the ball carrier. Brought down by 27, Braxton Russell.
Clock is going to continue to roll
Resulting play
inside
good for a
9
first
minutes
down.
to play here in the first half. Marauders trying to find maybe a two-score lead. What do you have, Charles?
This is a big statement from the Marauders. I mean, you're 1-3 on the season. This is a conference matchup you need to win. They're coming out, and they're making a statement.
And they're going to try another statement into the end zone.
Wow!
Hauled in by Vernon. Once again, it's the right ball to Vernon connection. As Mount Vernon
81,
Marauders
George
are going to
Vernon.
go up by 2 scores.
Touchdown, Mount Vernon.
They really opened the playbook up that time, and what another great throw by Breidenthal. Already doubling the number of touchdowns he's thrown on the season in one night.
Yeah, I mean, he's accurate. That was a great throw. Burhan turns around at the right time, gets the ball right on the numbers. That was such a good throw from Breidenthal.
Leinert on to attempt his third extra point. It's been a busy first half for him kicking. And tried and true is that extra point, so it makes it a 21-7 ball game. As you said, Charles, a statement right now from Mount Vernon on the road. We'll see if they can keep that statement up after the break here on Indiana High School Sports.
Every day is a great day to buy a vehicle at Greg Hubler Ford.
Because every vehicle comes with our Greg Hubler promise. On top of scheduled maintenance with your vehicle, you'll also enjoy complimentary roadside assistance, service pickup, and drop-off. And a free car wash and quick wash every time you service at Greg Hubler Ford.
We're always finding new ways to put our guests first.
Mosey on into Muncie.
Greg Hubler Ford, promise kept.
Welcome back to Muncie, Indiana, ladies and gentlemen. Delta High School, where the hometown Eagles now trail by 14. The score is 21-7, as the visiting Mount Vernon Marauders have been dominant in all facets. And what do we have once again, Charles? We have a kick out of bounds. We've seen a lot of that tonight. The kickoffs have not been accurate right up the middle of the field, so the Eagles are going to count their lucky stars here after giving up 3 touchdowns on 3 straight possessions. They've got some decent field position to work.
Yeah, I mean, you're down by 14 here. Huge possession. Opening up your possession of the second quarter. I mean, you got to make a statement here before we go into the half.
Who are the Eagles looking to make that statement here in quarter number 2?
First and 10, Delta.
What player do you have the Eagles that can make that statement here?
Oh, yeah, Palmer Samuels. I mean, he has 400 yards on the season, and he got the drive done for you last time. He's out there right there.
Samuels was not on the field on the final play of the last drive, but he gets the call here on first down, barrels his way forward, and picks up only a few yards. But
18, Palmer Samuels, the ball
if
carrier.
that's how the Eagles are going to get it done, they're
Brought down by 39, Kellen Lavelle. Second down.
We mentioned that Palmer Samuels definitely has some size at 6'2", but this Mount Vernon defense is big, they are built, and they are seasoned. That's a winning combination for the Marauders.
And they've got energy right now. Nothing's getting past them.
Despite being about an hour away from Delta, the fans traveled well. You can see them over on the far side here at Delta High School. Under center, though, is Bond as he gives it off to his right, and darting his way forward is
17,
Caleb
Elliott, the ball
gets
carrier.
quite a few carries.
Ball down by 8, Jaden Gibson.
As it will move the sticks for the Eagles.
Good for a Delta Eagle first down.
For Delta.
Coming into this game, Elliott had 17 carries for 147 yards.
Elliott has certainly made the most of the opportunities presented to him, both receiving and carrying the football tonight. It's going to be 1st and 10 from their own 48. In the gun is Bond. Now Vernon brings some pressure from the edge. They're going to give it up the middle. And this time it is Carpenter.
Free Nolan Carpenter, the ball carrier.
4-yard carry. Carpenter is mellowed out after
Brought down by 29, Aiden Lindstrom.
penalty, and I think Delta certainly happy about that. He's an energetic guy for sure.
Second down.
You let it get the most to him in that first quarter. 2nd and 7 now. They are in Marauders territory. Bond from the gun once more. And Bond is going to roll out to his left immediately. He chucks it downfield. He's got a receiver and hauled in once again by Elliott. So Elliott gets a call on 2 straight plays.
Bond's pass complete to 17, Caleb Elliott.
It's not going to be a whole big chunk of yardage gain to that time. It's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Brought down by 12, Dominic Barnett.
3rd and medium once again for the Eagles.
3rd down.
They've got a powerful offense, as we mentioned, Charles, but how do the Eagles stay out of these 3rd and medium situations, get themselves in 3rd and medium?
Yeah, last time they went with a run right up the middle, and it went nowhere. Maybe got half a yard. Maybe stray away from a run here on 3rd and 5 here. Mount Vernon's going to rally here.
Certainly, the passing game is going to be a factor as Bond takes it from the gun once more. He is going to drop back to pass. Right up the middle, he's got a wide open receiver, and it's hauled in once more.
Bond pass complete to 20, Johnny Maynard.
Number 20 for the Eagles. That's Johnny Maynard. As he found a seed in the
Brought down by 8, Jaden Gibson.
Gibson.
Good for a Delta Eagle first down.
Now inside the 35 are the Eagles. All we place at the 34. Maybe Delta can build a little momentum here. Back on the field is Palmer Samuels, lining up at that tailback position we see him at so frequently. He gets the pitch this time, hesitates behind the line, and he gets some contact in the
Palmer
back.
Samuels,
Does
the ball
well to
carrier.
get back to the line of scrimmage, but man, he's a big boy.
Down by 77, Tyler Grill.
Right now on defense.
Yeah, number 77, Kyler Grill with the tackle there, and he would not let go of Samuels there. He was holding on for a while. I want to make sure he took him down.
Grill has 34 tackles on the year heading into tonight. That will be tackle number 56. That's his second. It's going to be 2nd and 9, though. They'll actually give a yard to Samuels after the forward progress, but he is out of the game once more with Bond in the gun. Dropping back to throw once again. Little pressure from the edge. Nice check down up the middle, and once
Bond
again,
pass
it is
complete to 20, Johnny Maynard.
Johnny Maynard getting involved on this drive to move the chains for the Eagles.
Ball down by 14, Trey Fox. And 10, Gavin Joy.
Just outside the red zone now. Ball's
Good for a Delta Eagle first down.
23 and a half. So what have the Eagles done differently on this drive to keep the chains moving, Charles, compared to that last one where they were slowed on 3rd and 5?
Yeah, they're attacking the Marauders through the air here. Bond, 2 completions in a row. Got a 1st down and 10 here, their side of the field.
Under center is Bond. Play action as he rolls out to his right. Downfield through the air once again. And it's home to the side.
17, Caleb Elliott.
Elliott has reception number 3 of the drive. So they are definitely mixing and matching with the receivers they are going with. But Bond looks very comfortable again. It seems like a whole different
Good for a Delta
offense on
Eagle
this
first
drive
down.
than what we've seen from Delta earlier.
Yeah, Bond's 3rd completion in a row, and that's a tough throw. He was rolling off to his right. He had a defender in his face. He airs it out to Elliott. Makes a great two-toe touch catch inside.
Inside the 15.
Yeah.
Under center now is Bond once more. They'll mix it up with a run this time. Palmer Samuels gets hit right at the line.
Samuels the ball carrier.
Well, we mentioned in the beginning of the broadcast that the key to the game for Mount
Down by 39, Kellen Liddell.
Stop Palmer Samuels.
And
Charles,
77,
they
Kyler
have to
Grill.
remember that here early in this game.
Second man.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, for sure. Under 4 minutes and 30 seconds. Down by 2 scores. Clock keeps rolling.
21-7 is the score right now. Marauders making a statement on the road. We seem to have said that word a lot tonight, statement. As this is a marquee matchup for the Marauders. They've certainly had this one circled on the calendar for a possible win. Oh, and that was a risky throw that
Bond
time.
pass complete to 18, Palmer Samuels.
The interception before it was hauled in by Palmer Samuels. That's the first time we've seen him get involved
Ball down by
in the passing
15,
game tonight.
Hunter
But,
Atkinson.
it's going to be a loss of yards that time for the Eagles. Face
Third
him in
down.
third down and long once more.
Still not really a bad ball by Bond. I feel like he's still on a roll here.
Little misdirection this time and up the middle for a great chunk play that
That's
time.
Caleb Elliott.
My goodness, just when you thought that the Eagles were done on this drive, they moved forward for a first down on the 2-yard line.
First and goal,
First
Delta.
and goal. And what a great play call that time from the Eagles, mixing things up to be able to create such a big hole up the middle. The Marauders were not ready for that on defense.
Yeah, if I was Mount Vernon, I would have thought Bond was rolling out to throw once again, but he sold the handoff. It was a great play call. Elliott has got some speed to him.
Absolutely. Elliott out to the right of Bond this time. He's going to be the man in motion in the backfield. They're going to hand the ball off up the middle. It's Samuels who gets the call once more. And
18, Palmer Samuels the ball carrier.
at the 1-yard line. So bend, don't break is the motto right now for Mount Vernon as they try to hold the Eagles at the line. It's been a pretty quick second quarter.
Tackle by
We saw
7
the
to
early
Owen Fitz.
score from Mount Vernon, but once again another long drive from Delta to try and answer. QB keeper this time for Bond, who leaps over the mile.
One, Cade Bond with the quarterback keeper.
Bond
Touchdown,
punches
Eagles.
it through for Delta, and they have a response, and they are within one score, Charles. What a drive that time for the Eagles to regather themselves after going down by 14.
Yeah, it seems like Mount Vernon wasn't really ready for that play right there. I mean, the Eagles went so quick to line up, and no one expected Bond to leap over his lineman there, and Bond just putting the team on his back on that drive, it feels like. We were talking about Samuels. That was all Bond right there.
It was Bond stepped up big, and he eventually is the finisher for Delta as the extra point is up and good.
Brings
We have
down,
ourselves
extra
a
point
7-point
is good.
game here with 2:45 to play in the second quarter. Sam Niger, Charles Clark on Indiana High School Sports.net, driven by Greg Hughes.
Looking for training that makes a difference? Then Genesis Sports Performance is for you. Whether you're a grade school, high school, or college athlete, or just looking to get back into shape, Genesis has customized programs providing rapid gains in strength and conditioning, speed and agility. Genesis features a 7,000 square foot facility with state-of-the-art weight room and huge turf surface. Call Genesis at 386-7459 or visit them at genesissportsperformance.com.
Every day is a great day to buy a vehicle at Greg Hubler Ford.
Because every vehicle comes with our Greg Hubler promise. On top of scheduled maintenance with your vehicle, you'll also enjoy complimentary roadside assistance, service pickup, and drop-off. And a free car wash and quick wash every time you service at Greg Hubler Ford.
We're always finding new ways to put our guests first.
Mosey on into Muncie.
Greg Hubler Ford.
Welcome back to Delta High School, ladies and gentlemen, with a loose kickoff. It is about to take place from the Eagles. It's a squib kick once more, and just falling on it that time for the Marauders. It was number 50. That is Aiden Kotlowski for the Marauders. So not only was Delta trying to mix plays up on offense, throw a little trickery out on that last drive, they continued the trickery into the kickoff. Man, we have seen just about everything on the kickoff tonight. It's not often that that's a big talking point in this game, but we have not seen a conventional kickoff yet, have we, Charles?
Yeah, no, it's been all over the place for sure. And you would think there'd be a little bit more composure there with a one-score game, but no, it's still all over the place.
All over the place, as also been number 9 for Mount Vernon, the quarterback, Eli Breidenthal, as he takes his team back out with 2:45 to play here in this first half. takes the first snap from the gun. Play action, able to avoid a defender. He tries to cut it back once more, keeps those legs.
Eli Breidenthal, the ball carrier.
Knocks out about a 4-yard pickup on first snap.
Brought down by 19, Landon Brooks. Second down.
More than Bond for the Eagles. But he has also looked accurate through the air as well. 2 passing touchdowns for him tonight. The starting quarterback is Luke Ertl. At least he's listed on the 2-deep roster as the starting quarterback for Mount Vernon. But he has yet to see the field tonight. Breidenthal, who was listed as starting wide receiver, is doing the QB duties through the first 2 quarters. He's going to bring up 3rd and short after the carry from Brogan. From the gun is Breidenthal. He's going to give it to Brogan once more. No, it's a keeper. The misdirection had us fully even up here in the box. And scampering out.
9, Eli Breidenthal, the keeper.
We've seen so much of that tonight, Charles.
Forced out of bounds by 22. Ryder Turner.
Running the football has been phenomenal.
Result of the play good for a first and 10.
And it's a good decision to get out of bounds there. 1:47 on the clock before the half. I mean, they still have ample time to get down the field.
Absolutely. The pace of play has been slow tonight for sure, but Breidenthal does well to get out of bounds, as you mentioned. He takes a snap from the gun this time. He's back to pass. Stepping up, takes a shot downfield, and he was looking for his favorite target tonight so far, George
Breidenthall's pass incomplete. Intended for 81. George Vernon. Defended by 5, Blake Jones. Second down.
For Mount Vernon, Breidenthal had one of his worst throws of the night. if we're being honest. It's going to bring up 2nd and 10 now with 1:41 to play in quarter number 2. From the gun once again is Breidenthal. It's another keeper. This time the Eagles were up to the task. They read it all
Eli Breidenthal, the ball carrier.
A whole flock of Eagles swarm once again. Almost the whole defense got in on that tackle.
Yeah, with that tackle, the clock keeps rolling. Vernon might call timeout here.
Brought down by 9 Eagles. 3rd down.
There's going to be some clock management factoring into this drive for Mount Vernon. They've done well up until that play. It's going to be 3rd down and 9. So now trying to convert on a 3rd and long is the Marauders. Breidenthal back to pass once more. A little pressure coming from the edge. Over the middle. He's got a completion down the field. Burhan hauls it in once more. And into the red zone goes Burhan.
Breidenthall's pass complete. 81, George Burhan.
Haul it in and also find some yards after the catch. Burhan has made
Brought down by 34. Sam Wilson. Result of the play, 1st and 10.
Had only 11 receptions on the season coming into this game, did Burhan. This is a QB keeper for Breidenthal. Out to his left. Going for the end zone. And he's taken out of bounds just outside the goal.
Eli Breidenthal, the ball carrier.
What a quick pace of play that time.
Forced out of bounds by 22, Ryder Turner.
Breidenthal was gunning for the goal line, Charles.
Yeah, and he's had stellar. We've got to give props to his wide receivers, tight ends, and offensive line. I mean, they're just getting it done for him. I mean, I know he's fast, but man, he's got stellar blockers tonight.
So Delta's going to burn a timeout here as they try to regroup and prevent
Timeout,
score
Delta.
at the end of quarter number 2. And we're going to take a timeout with them. We will be right back here on IndianaHighSchoolSports.net. Don't go anywhere. The Marauders are driving.
Hi, I'm Steve Hartley, owner and founder of High Gear Marketing, a digital advertising company focusing on data to help businesses improve market share and drive new customers. Are you tired with the lack of accountability from your current vendors? Are you frustrated with your return on investment? Well, my program is different. You actually don't pay unless you sell something. High Gear Marketing takes all the risk. You have zero to lose. If you're interested, text me at 317-523-4100.
Welcome back to Delta High School, ladies and gentlemen, where the hometown Eagles have their backs against the wall. Mount Vernon is driving, trying to go up by 2 scores once more. Just kidding. It's going to be a timeout this time from Mount Vernon. We'll stay here, though. Charles,
Timeout, Mount Vernon.
3 seconds left here in this first half, and the Marauders, of course, barreling down the field, trying to add another touchdown. If you're Delta, though, you've seen 4 drives now. You've given up 3 touchdowns, and Mount Vernon is really a yard away from punching in a fourth. How do you shore up that defense despite the injuries that you've got to man in the line?
Yeah, load up the box here. You know Eli is a threat. Outside running with the ball. I mean, he's throwing it well tonight, but I feel like this is going to be a QB keeper here. Just load up the box. Put a bunch of men on the line.
What makes a great running team is the ability to run the ball, even when the defense knows you're going to run the ball. And I think, as you said, it's certainly a running situation for the Marauders. Maybe they'll mix things up, maybe not. We're about to find out here. First and goal from the one. Breidenthal from the gun. He's got Brogan out to his left. It is a QB keeper, and he takes a hit at the goal line, but stays on his feet.
9.
Breidenthal.
Eli Breidenthal, the ball carrier. Touchdown, Mount
For
Vernon.
another touchdown. He made that look too easy, Charles.
Yeah, I mean, we called it there. Breidenthal knew what he had to do. He put his body on the line, tried to truck a dude, but, I mean, you got to give props to the defender. Breidenthal is a big guy.
6'3", 190 is Breidenthal, the senior, and he has been a senior leader tonight for Mount Vernon. He's going to send his team
92,
to
Ryan
great
Bernard
lightly
on
up
for the
2
extra
scores,
point.
which is a big deal in high school football. Delta is going to receive the second half kickoff, but the extra point is blocked. My goodness, the miracle last night. Reaching in there to tap it down.
Extra point is no good. That's blocked by 19, Landon Brooks.
There's a special teams play that'll get you fired up. I know it's only 1 point, but hey, that could come back to bite the Marauders later in this game. Man, special teams have been crazy tonight. No turnovers, but the kicking game has been all over the place. The extra points were money up until that block from Brooks. But the kickoffs have struggled, as now after getting his extra point rejected, Minor will have to head back out for the kickoff. 39 seconds up on the clock here in quarter number 2. 27-14 is the score. The Marauders have the lead. Morale still definitely high on both the sidelines and in the stands here. It's a great crowd tonight at Delta High School. And look at that. We have a normal kickoff. Stays in
Large kick sails into the end zone for a touchback.
In the end zone, it'll be a touchback.
First and 10, Delta.
It's going to be first and 10 for the Eagles at the 12. 39 seconds left, Charles. The Eagles certainly got the passing game involved more on that last drive. They're going to need to go back to that once more on this drive. They're going to need some quick strikes from Vaughn. But what do the Eagles need to do to maybe respond here in the next 40-ish seconds?
I mean, it's going to be tough. They've got to drive about 80 yards here. How long we got here? 75 yards? I mean, that's a feat in itself. 39 seconds here. You're down by 13.
We'll see if the Eagles are up to the task. From under center is Vaughn, and there was some movement up front. But I think we'll get a
Flag on the play.
And the strategy for the Eagles here at the end of quarter number 2, they handed the ball off to Samuels, which would have just kept the clock going.
Offsides on Mount Vernon.
Maybe Delta's just trying to head into the locker room.
Still first down.
And regroup heading into the second half. As we mentioned, they do get the ball to start quarter number 3. But they don't waste any time off the clock that time. But they still get 5 yards out of it, so the Eagles will take it. Does that change the strategy at all, Charles, or probably not?
No, it stays the same for sure. Now we got 38 seconds. I don't know what that 1 second differential is going to make.
And it looks like the Eagles are going to line up in the same formation. Under center is Bond once more. He gets it to Samuels. Maybe trying to get Samuels a little confidence here.
18, Palmer Samuels, the ball carrier.
Had him as our player to watch heading into this game today, but it was a quiet first half for him.
Well, down by 56, Tyler Kimberly.
Time keeps rolling.
Second down.
Perhaps we won't even see another play ran from the Eagles. As it looks like the clock is going to roll down inside 5 seconds. And that is going to send us to the
Halftime score, Mount Vernon 27, Delta 14.
Mount Vernon on the road and in command, heading to the locker room up by 13. We are going to take a quick break, and then we will be joined by the athletic directors for the Delta Eagles at halftime. Until then, Sam Niger, Charles Smart, thank you for joining us in this first half, and stick with us through halftime.
Every day is a great day to buy a vehicle at Greg Hubler Ford.
Because every vehicle comes with our Greg Hubler promise. On top of scheduled maintenance with your vehicle, you'll also enjoy complimentary roadside assistance, service pickup, and drop-off. And a free car wash and quick wash every time you service at Greg Hubler Ford.
We're always finding new ways to put our guests first.
Mosey on into Muncie.
Greg Hubler Ford, promise kept.
Universal Roofing and Exteriors is a family-owned and operated business, providing care and honest service for over 30 years. Universal has always been a little bit different. Their certified and trained employees don't just provide excellent work at a fair low price. They care about their customers, simply providing great customer service. Quality, honesty, dependability. That's Universal Roofing and Exteriors. Call us today at 317-257-0779. Looking for training that makes a difference? Then Genesis Sports Performance is for you. Whether you're a grade school, high school, or college athlete, or just looking to get back into shape, Genesis has customized programs providing rapid gains in strength and conditioning, speed and agility. Genesis features a 7,000 square foot facility with state-of-the-art weight room and huge turf surface. Call Genesis at 386-7459. or visit them at genesissportsperformance.com. Hi, I'm Steve Hartley, owner and founder of High Gear Marketing, a digital advertising company focusing on data to help businesses improve market share and drive new customers. Are you tired with the lack of accountability from your current vendors? Are you frustrated with your return on investment? Well, my program is different. You actually don't pay unless you sell something. High Gear Marketing takes all the risk. You have zero to lose. If you're interested, text me at 317-523-4100.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, here to Delta High School, where we are joined in the booth by Delta Eagles Athletic Director Tillman Clark. Sam Niger with you, along with Charles Smart. And Tillman, we were just chatting over the break about this brand new facility here at Delta High School. It's a beautiful turf facility, and you guys have got a great high school. What an awesome venue for a football game.
Yeah, it's an incredible night. We were lucky to have great weather tonight, so that's always a positive. That fills the stands, probably just under 4,000 people here tonight, so that's a great crowd for us. We get to show off the new turf. We've played a handful of games on it so far this year. The old turf was about 12 years old, so it was time to update that. You got the track resurfaced as well, so it looks great. And really just with the new fitness center behind us here with the $6 million athletic fitness center too. So we're very fortunate and blessed, our athletes and coaches, to be able to have this type of facility.
Certainly a great place to
Now
play
taking
high
the
school
field, the Delta
athletics.
Marching Eagles.
So Coach,
Tonight, the Delta High School
what is
Marching
your
Band
coach
will
telling his
perform the
boys
first part
in
of
the
their
locker room? Down by
2022
13, they
competition
played
field show
some
entitled
good
The Dragon,
offense, defense,
featuring
needs to show
music
some things up,
from
but what do
the
you think
movie
your
How to
coaching
Train
staff
Your
is telling
Dragon.
their boys how to
Beginning
bring?
in late September,
Well, first, I think Mount Vernon's a really, really good football team. So proud of our guys and our team for going toe-to-toe with them. They scored. We come back and answer with the score. They hit a couple deep balls on us, and then we bounced back and scored there to make it 27-14. So, I think what he's telling them is stay the course and get some stops on defense and keep putting some drives together.
Certainly been an entertaining football game through 2 quarters. Your team is 3-1 here at Delta. They suffered their first defeat last week, but we bounce around between a lot of different high schools here at IndianaHighSchoolSports.net. You're obviously around this team all the time. What's the confidence level like right now here at Delta High School about this football team?
I think there's a lot of confidence in them. A rivalry game last week with Yorktown. It was a hard-fought game. We just came up short. We beat a really good Columbia City football team. We beat a much-improved Muncie Central team to start the year. So our guys are, I think, responding and still playing hard. You don't see any give-up in them out there, so that's great to see.
If you had to pick one game on your schedule later in this year that both Delta fans and just fans of football in the area would come out to? What could you put your finger on one for Delta Eagles fans?
Well, future games. I mean, we still have our homecoming game against Pendleton Heights, so that'll be a great night for our community. Our conference is just so good. It's not an easy conference to play football in with Mount Vernon, New Powell, Greenfield Central is much improved. So it's a dogfight every night you go out and play in our conference.
Tillman Clark, thank you so much for joining us tonight. It was great to have you up at the booth, and you're putting on a great show here at Delta High School.
Yep.
Thank you so much.
Yep, thanks for having me.
All right, we are going to take a quick break here at halftime, ladies and gentlemen. About 11 minutes, maybe a little bit more, before we get rolling with half number 2. It's 27-14 right now. Mount Vernon's leading Delta Eagles here on IndianaHighSchoolSports.net.
Every day is a great day to buy a vehicle at Greg Hubler Ford.
Because every vehicle comes with our Greg Hubler promise. On top of scheduled maintenance with your vehicle, you'll also enjoy complimentary roadside assistance, service pickup, and drop-off. And a free car wash and quick wash every time you service at Greg Hubler Ford.
We're always finding new ways to put our guests first.
Mosey on into Muncie.
Greg Hubler Ford, promise kept.
Universal Roofing and Exteriors is a family-owned and operated business, providing care and honest service for over 30 years. Universal has always been a little bit different. Their certified and trained employees don't just provide excellent work at a fair low price. They care about their customers, simply providing great customer service. Quality, honesty, dependability. That's Universal Roofing and Exteriors. Call us today at 317-257-0779. Looking for training that makes a difference? Then Genesis Sports Performance is for you. Whether you're a grade school, high school, or college athlete, or just looking to get back into shape, Genesis has customized programs providing rapid gains in strength and conditioning, speed and agility. Genesis features a 7,000 square foot facility with state-of-the-art weight room and huge turf surface. Call Genesis at 386-7459 or visit them at genesissportsperformance.com. Hi, I'm Steve Hartley, owner and founder of High Gear Marketing, a digital advertising company focusing on data to help businesses improve market share and drive new customers. Are you tired with the lack of accountability from your current vendors? Are you frustrated with your return on investment? Well, my program is different. You actually don't pay unless you sell something. High Gear Marketing takes all the risk. You have zero to lose. If you're interested, text me at 317-523-4100.
Every day is a great day to buy a vehicle at Greg Hubler Ford.
Because every vehicle comes with our Greg Hubler promise. On top of scheduled maintenance with your vehicle, you'll also enjoy complimentary roadside assistance, service pickup, and drop-off. And a free car wash and quick wash every time you service at Greg Hubler Ford.
We're always finding new ways to put our guests first.
Mosey on into Muncie.
Greg Hubler Ford, promise kept.
Universal Roofing and Exteriors is a family-owned and operated business, providing care and honest service for over 30 years. Universal has always been a little bit different. Their certified and trained employees don't just provide excellent work at a fair low price. They care about their customers, simply providing great customer service. Quality, honesty, dependability. That's Universal Roofing and Exteriors. Call us today at 317-257-0779. Looking for training that makes a difference? Then Genesis Sports Performance is for you. Whether you're a grade school, high school, or college athlete, or just looking to get back into shape, Genesis has customized programs providing rapid gains in strength and conditioning, speed and agility. Genesis features a 7,000 square foot facility with state-of-the-art weight room and huge turf surface. Call Genesis at 386-7459 or visit them at genesissportsperformance.com. Hi, I'm Steve Hartley, owner and founder of High Gear Marketing, a digital advertising company focusing on data to help businesses improve market share and drive new customers. Are you tired with the lack of accountability from your current vendors? Are you frustrated with your return on investment? Well, my program is different. You actually don't pay unless you sell something. High Gear Marketing takes all the risk. You have zero to lose. If you're interested, text me at 317-523-4100.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Delta High School's marching band plays us into the second half here. The Delta Eagles football team trailed by 13 at the break, 27-14. We had a great interview with the Delta Eagles athletic director at halftime, but now Sam Niger and Charles Smart will be joining you back here at the break in about 6.5 minutes. Well, Charles has given us a great opportunity to look at our key players, revisit them here as we head into the second half. Why don't we start with them out there?
Yeah, of course. I mean, we did not say his name before the game is George Burhan. He's committed to play at Purdue at the tight end position, but on our rosters he's listed at tailback. So that's just wild to me. He's having a great game. Eli Bridenthal is also another key player for us. I mean, he's doing it all for him. He's doing QB keeps. He's throwing the ball deep to Burhan. And, I mean, he's handing off. I mean, there's been no fumbled snaps. I mean, he has his composure at the QB position. I mean, he can play any position out here. And he's getting it done for the Marauders.
Yeah, Mount Vernon is firing on all cylinders, I would say, on both sides of the ball. Delta has had a few good offensive possessions of their own, but the defense has held strong for Mount Vernon as well. But as for the Delta Eagles, they're at home. They're trailing by 13. They feel pretty good against a very talented Mount Vernon team here in the break. But what do the key players for the Eagles have to do here in this second half, Charles, to come away with a win?
Yeah, Bond, I mean, he's got to keep his composure. I mean, I know he's making these throws, but, I mean, he's got to kind of put the team on his back here since Samuels really isn't pulling his weight like he normally does. I mean, Samuels averages 98.8 yards a game here, and he's not even at half his average yet, I don't think. So, I mean, he's got to step it up, but I think Bond can put the team on his back for sure.
Bond certainly did that on the last offensive possession for the Eagles, but you're right, Homer Samuels has a lot of stepping up to do in this second half, and the same can be said for the Delta Eagles defense. We highlighted some key injuries for Delta at the start of the broadcast in Jennings Wine and Dylan Manor. Their replacements, Cole Minot and Keelan Nash, it's been an interesting night for them, to say the least. Nash especially is having to do a lot more work perhaps than he expected. He hasn't necessarily been up to the task. It has been an offensive powerhouse for the Marauders through 2 quarters. Charles, what do these inexperienced players for Delta have to do, especially on the defensive side of the ball, to find a rhythm in this second half?
Yeah, I mean, you just got to feel the game out here. I mean, it's a huge game for them. They got to step up, first of all. But, I mean, if you're inexperienced, you're not at that starter position, I know it's hard to, feel it out. But, I mean, they've got to step up. I mean, I don't even want to highlight them individually. I mean, as a team, Delta, kind of needs to step up here. I mean, you're down by 13. You're going to have the ball to open up the half. They've got to make a statement here, and they've got to drive down and score.
As we said, Delta gets the opening kickoff to start the second half, and we are about 3.5 minutes away from that as the Eagles jog back out onto the field, and we will take a quick break at the end of halftime. Until then, Sam Niger, Charles Smart with you here on IndianaHighSchoolSports.net, driven by Greg Hubler. We will see you on the other side of this break for more football in the second half.
Every day is a great day to buy a vehicle at Greg Hubler Ford.
Because every vehicle comes with our Greg Hubler promise. On top of scheduled maintenance with your vehicle, you'll also enjoy complimentary roadside assistance, service pickup, and drop-off. And a free car wash and quick wash every time you service at Greg Hubler Ford.
We're always finding new ways to put our guests first.
Mosey on into Muncie.
Greg Hubler Ford, promise kept.
Universal Roofing and Exteriors is a family-owned and operated business, providing care and honest service for over 30 years. Universal has always been a little bit different. Their certified and trained employees don't just provide excellent work at a fair low price. They care about their customers, simply providing great customer service. Quality, honesty, dependability. That's Universal Roofing and Exteriors. Call us today at 317-257-0779. Looking for training that makes a difference? Then Genesis Sports Performance is for you. Whether you're a grade school, high school, or college athlete, or just looking to get back into shape, Genesis has customized programs providing rapid gains in strength and conditioning, speed and agility. Genesis features a 7,000 square foot facility with state-of-the-art weight room and huge turf surface. Call Genesis at 386-7459 or visit them at genesissportsperformance.com. Hi, I'm Steve Hartley, owner and founder of High Gear Marketing, a digital advertising company focusing on data to help businesses improve market share and drive new customers. Are you tired with the lack of accountability from your current vendors? Are you frustrated with your return on investment? Well, my program is different. You actually don't pay unless you sell something. High Gear Marketing takes all the risk. You have zero to lose. If you're interested, text me at 317-523-4100.
Every day is a great day to buy a vehicle at Greg Hubler Ford.
Because every vehicle comes with our Greg Hubler promise. On top of scheduled maintenance with your vehicle, you'll also enjoy complimentary roadside assistance, service pickup, and drop-off. And a free car wash and quick wash every time you service at Greg Hubler Ford.
We're always finding new ways to put our guests first.
Mosey on into Muncie.
Greg Hubler Ford, promise kept.
Universal Roofing and Exteriors is a family-owned and operated business, providing care and honest service for over 30 years. Universal has always been a little bit different. Their certified and trained employees don't just provide excellent work at a fair low price. They care about their customers, simply providing great customer service. Quality, honesty, dependability. That's Universal Roofing and Exteriors. Call us today at 317-257-0779. Looking for training that makes a difference? Then Genesis Sports Performance is for you. Whether you're a grade school, high school, or college athlete, or just looking to get back into shape, Genesis has customized programs providing rapid gains in strength and conditioning, speed and agility. Genesis features a 7,000 square foot facility with state-of-the-art weight room and huge turf surface. Call Genesis at 386-7459 or visit them at genesissportsperformance.com. It's Friday night and time for Indiana High School football on IndianaHighSchoolSports.net. Tonight's game is driven by Greg Hubler Ford, located at the corner of McGalliard and Nebo Road in Muncie, or visit them at GregHublerAuto.com. And brought to you in part by Universal Roofing and Exteriors. Visit Universal at UniversalRFG.com. By Genesis Sports Performance. Visit Genesis at GenesisSportsPerformance.com. And by High Gear Marketing at HighGearMKTG.com. Now, let's go to the field for tonight's game of the week on IndianaHighSchoolSports.net.
As my partner Charles Smart mentioned at the halftime break, the 6'180" junior has thrown the ball a lot tonight, but he's also had some crucial QB keepers. As for Mount Vernon, Eli Breidenthal, who is listed as a wide receiver, has done a majority of the quarterbacking tonight, and he has looked electric, especially throwing to his favorite target, number 81, George Burnham. And it looks like these two teams are ready to go here early. 1:17 left on the clock, and the Mount Vernon Marauders are already out, ready for the opening kickoff of this second half. Ryland Vinard will kick it away as the Eagles also retake the field here. They ended the first half with the ball, and they will start half number 2 with the ball as well.
Yeah, you got to think the Eagles have some urgency here. Down by 2 scores. I mean, I know it's 13, but going into the second half, you've got to have some urgency here. A good return by Caleb Elliott here, who's standing at about the 6-yard line. Could be good news for them.
Elliott certainly has gotten involved catching the ball for the Eagles tonight. He has been one of the top targets for Bond, but Elliott also gets quite a few carries. We'll see what he can do on this return here. Will we have another good kickoff from Mount Vernon, or will it be like the others we've seen tonight, which have been very inconsistent? It's a solid kickoff once more, It is fielded by Elliott, and we're going to have the first real return of the evening. Elliott up the middle, trying to dodge a couple of tacklers, and he's hauled down at about the 17 or 18-yard line.
First and 10, Delta.
I mean, it's not a horrible return by Elliott there. Advances the ball. Going to be inside the 20, though. I mean, it's not stellar, but the Eagles have something to work with here.
Certainly a tough place to field the ball from as well if you're the Eagles. As Caden Bond and company will retake the field. Bond from the gun. Starting from deep in his own territory here in quarter number 3, and he's going to hand it off immediately to Samuels, trying to get him rolling after a quiet first half. Picks up about 3.
That was number 81, George Burhan, and on the tackle there, doing it every night.
Burhan
Once
also
again
plays at the safety position for Mount Vernon. A do-it-all player for the Marauders. It's going to be second down and 6 with Bond in the gun. Bond rolls out to his right, pucks it downfield, and it's hauled in by Elliott. So Elliott gets involved in the passing game early, and Bond is continuing that momentum from half number 1 into half number 2 with his throwing of the football.
Mount Vernon put 5 on great protection by the Eagles line. It gave Bond just enough time to make that throw to Elliott out to the right. Got to give credit to the Eagles' offensive line there. Not much pressure from either team's line tonight. I mean, like, both quarterbacks have had a good amount of time.
I would have to agree. The quarterbacks have looked comfortable in the pocket as Bond takes it from the gun. Once again, he has to roll it out to his left quickly, and the pitch comes quick over to Palmer Samuels. And he does lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. I think they might say he lost a yard on that play. Pressure came from Mount Vernon that time, so we get a little bit of an announcer's curse that time. Right after we mentioned there had been no pressure, the Marauders were up to the task.
Yeah, and they're keeping an eye on Samuels tonight. They're not letting him get free.
It is going to be a 2nd and 11 now for Delta. Dropping back to pass is Bond. He hauls it up to Elliott, who brings it in, but it's only going to be about a 2-yard pitch and catch. Elliott had to climb the ladder to haul that in that time, so it's going to be 3rd down and long. Not what Delta was hoping for, though.
Yeah, Kellen LaBelle, I mean, I was just saying how there was not pressure getting to the quarterback, and Kellen LaBelle tells me wrong and gets right in Bond's face, makes him throw that. I mean, that was a great catch by Elliott. Lucky that was not picked.
3rd down and 9 now for Delta. Bond, once more, in the gun. Drops back to pass. He's got some good protection. He's going to have to step up, looking downfield, and he completes a pass once more, but it's going to be well short of the line of game. It was number 20 who hauled it in this time for the Eagles. That is Johnny Manor. He got a little involved in that second quarter. He's not always one of the big pass catchers for the Eagles. Hauls another one in there, but it brings up 4th down and 4. So Delta's going to bring the punt unit on once more. Landon Brooks will send it deep.
Number 81, George Burhan, back deep to return this one. And that was a great defensive stop by the Marauders. They put pressure on Bond the entire drive.
Certainly different from what we saw in the first half as Burhan mishandles that punt, and it's going to be tough field position to start for Mount Vernon. Burhan does well to fall on it with a couple of Eagles barreling his way, trying to snag that football, maybe take advantage of a special teams mistake. But nonetheless, it will be Mount Vernon football at their own 16-yard line. 9:10 to play here in quarter number 3. First and 10 from the 16-yard line. From the gun once more, it is Breidenthal. Actually, it's number 2, Luke Ertl, the listed starting quarterback, and he pitches it immediately on first down out to Jeliva Brogan. So after seeing no action in the first half, Luke Ertl The 5'10", 150-pound freshman gets the call to start quarter number 3. What do you think of this call, Charles? Switching up the quarterback at the start of the third quarter.
I mean, it kind of makes sense. Breidenthal has to be a little gassed here. I mean, he's got to be tired. I mean, he was doing everything in the first half, so give him some rest here.
Well, Breidenthal's rest involves being a wide receiver on this play, as that's another great carry forward for Jalima Brogan. We thought we might see him get a little more involved in the run game. He has been very much so involved early in this drive.
First and 10, number.
From the gun now, it is Erdl. Still yet to throw a pass in this third quarter. He'll attempt one here, the lefty. Hucks it out to his left, and that's a quick pitch and catch to number 5. Mount Vernon. That is Tyler Etherington. That's Etherington's first grab of the evening. So immediately a new quarterback comes in. He gets a new receiver involved. Offense is definitely still ticking, Charles, for this Mount Vernon team.
Erdl put that one right on the numbers. It was a good throw.
Erdl going with a hard count here, trying to get the defense to jump on a 2nd and 6.
Delta is in a 4-3 right now.
They've been rushing for a lot tonight, but it's going to be a run play here, and trying to explode out of the backfield that time was number 21, I believe.
Drew Martin, the ball carrier.
For Mount Vernon.
Third down.
It's going to bring up 3rd down and 3. Still in their own territory is Mount Vernon, but if Delta can hold the Marauders here, that would be a big stop on the defensive side. It's been 4 touchdowns on 4 possessions for the Marauders. From the gun once more, it is Erdl. Erdl pitches it out to his left. Brogan hesitates behind the line, cuts it back to the left, and he charges his way forward into Delta territory to move the sticks. Another great run off the pitch by Brogan.
Back by 6, Jermaine Bond.
We apologize for the technical difficulties in terms of the camera.
Unfortunately, our camera is out right now on the right side, but we still got some football to play, as there's a run out to the right this time from number 9. That's Eli Breidenthal, and Breidenthal gets involved in the run game. Not at the quarterback position this time, but still making his presence felt with a big run out to his right. That is going to take the Mount Vernon Marauders right outside the red zone. They're on the 21-yard line of Delta now. So just when the Eagles thought they might have a defensive stop against Mount Vernon, the Marauders keep rolling. From the gun once more, it is Erdl. Erdl hands it off. Trying to bounce outside this time, and a little bit of space to move for number 38 for Mount Vernon. That is Drew Martin. And Martin has a solid chunk play on first down. It's going to bring up 2nd down and 4. And into the red zone goes the Marauders once more. This offense will not be stopped tonight as they continue their dominance into the 3rd quarter now. Brogan is back in the game at the running back position, and some whistles coming from the officials. They're going to send off the center, number 64, Tyler Dover. The big center, 6'3", 250. Not sure why the officials felt the need to send him off, so the replacement comes on for Mount Vernon. It's going to be interesting to see how this snap goes. New quarterback in Erdl gets the snap from a new center. The snap is good. Brogan gets the call, and oh my goodness, he's swallowed behind the line, but he somehow rolls away from the tacklers. I'm not sure how he got away from that whole swarm of Eagles up at the line, and his carry is going to be just short of the line to gain. No, the officials are going to be generous with the spot. They say 1st down for Brogan and the Marauders from the 11 now. So Mount Vernon can still pick up a 1st down. They'll go to Brogan once more off the play. This time he will be wrapped up just after about a 2-yard pickup. As we have our cameras back, thanks to the efforts of one Charles Smart, and he rejoins us now up here in the booth.
Good to be back.
It's been a tough night for the cameras and the Wi-Fi in general, but hey, we're still happy to be bringing you football here from Delta High School. We've got a 2nd and 8 situation now for the visiting Marauders. It's to Burhan now on the carry, and Burhan will not be stopped. Goodness gracious. What a run from Burhan, and the cameras kick back in at the right time to see a Division I commit absolutely barrel through the Delta Eagles defense. Touchdown number 5 on possession number 5 for Mount Vernon. And they're going to go for 2 here. My goodness.
Wow, what a formation.
I'm not even sure what pass, and prancing into the end zone for the 2-point conversion.
Good play call.
Number 1, Darnell Stewart. They certainly confused the Eagles defense there, and they're right up to that 35 mark they were hoping for on the last touchdown. And we are going to take a quick break here in the 3rd quarter, 14-35. It's now a 3-score game as the Mount Vernon Marauders are finding their groove here on the road at Delta High School.
Every day is a great day to buy a vehicle at Greg Hubler Ford.
Because every vehicle comes with our Greg Hubler promise. On top of scheduled maintenance with your vehicle, you'll also enjoy complimentary roadside assistance, service pickup, and drop-off. And a free car wash and quick wash every time you service at Greg Hubler Ford.
We're always finding new ways to put our guests first.
Mosey on into Muncie.
Greg Hubler Ford, promise kept.
Universal Roofing and Exteriors is a family-owned and operated business, providing care and honest service for over 30 years. Universal has always been a little bit different. They're certified and trained.
Welcome back to Delta High School, ladies and gentlemen. We're the Mount Vernon Marauders. Boot away the kickoff after going up 35-14. Better return this time for
17, Caleb Elliott on the return.
Elliott trying to get a little momentum going for his struggling Delta Eagles team. The Eagles have played well on offense tonight against a very solid Mount Vernon team, but they just can't go tit for tat with this Marauders offense right now. We'll see if Vaughn has something to say about that though here late in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, it feels like Mount Vernon has too many weapons on offense. It's over defense. They can't track everyone down, so maybe he's Bridenthal is also going to be open. I mean, it's just too many weapons.
It's certainly been an array of offense from Mount Vernon, but a great strike here on 1st down for the Eagles to get rolling. Damari Hood hauls in his first reception of the evening. And that was thrown on a rope that time from Caden Vaughn. Moves the sticks here early in this drive. That could be what Delta needs, is a solid passing game here in this 3rd quarter. Under center now goes Bond. Bond, play action, got time once more. Doesn't see anything he likes downfield. He's going to huck it down to a wide open receiver, and it's hauled in. Going all the way to the end zone. Palmer Samuels doesn't get it done with on the ground, but he does it through the air, and he found a wide open target that time. And a quick score to answer for Delta. The Eagles have found their rhythm on offense, and that was the biggest chunk play we have seen of the day for either side. As Delta keeps things interesting here as we start to wind down this 3rd quarter. 20-35 is the score right now with the extra point awaiting for Braden Stanley. And he is 3 for 3 on the night. 21-35 is the score here at Delta High School. The Eagles have an answer, but they still have some work to do. Don't go anywhere because we do too here on IndianaHighSchoolSports.net.
Hi, I'm Steve Hartley, owner and founder of High Gear Marketing, a digital advertising company focusing on data to help businesses improve market share and drive new customers. Are you tired with the lack of accountability from your current vendors? Are you frustrated with your return on investment? Well, my program is different. You actually don't pay unless you sell something. High Gear Marketing takes all the risk. You have zero to lose. If you're interested, text me at 317-523-4100. Looking for training that makes a difference? Then Genesis Sports Performance is for you. Whether you're a grade school, high school, or college athlete, or just looking to get back into shape, Genesis has customized programs providing rapid gains in strength and conditioning, speed and agility.
We return to Delta High School after the Eagles have struck once more, and another squib kick coming from Delta, hauled in easily this time by Mount Vernon. They will take over at about their own 35-yard line, and we will see the impressive offensive effort now led by Luke Ertl, the freshman quarterback. He's thrown a lot more passes this season than Breidenthal, who started the game. We'll see. We are yet to see, though, if Ertl can produce long withstanding drives through the air. The Mount Vernon Marauders relied heavily on that run game on that last drive. Looks like they might do some of the same here on drive number 6 with Ertl under center. And he gets the snap. Providing he dances his way forward for about a 4 or 5 yard line with 4:54 to play here in quarter number 3. Delta needs a stop big time on defense. They have yet to get it done defensively. It has been 5 touchdowns on 5 possessions for Mount Vernon. From the gun this time is Ertl. Brogan switches over to his right, dropping back to Pat. And that was a big hit to the defense. It was number 5 for Delta. That is the cornerback, Blake Jones, and he's been lining up against Burhan all evening. This time he gets the better of Burhan with a big hit, but not before Burhan makes the line to gain and moving the sticks. 1st and 10 for the Marauders. Under center now, Ertl brings Burhan in motion. He's going to give it to Burhan. Out to his left, makes the edge. He's all down. He dances all the way out to his left. There's a flag down on the other half of the 50. That's all the way back in Mount Vernon territory, and that impressive run by the Marauders might be coming back. Not the first time tonight we have seen a big return or a big rush from Burhan brought back from a holding or other. We await the call from the official. It is going to be holding. So now it's going to be a tough spot for the Marauders. They're up by 14, very much in control of this ball game right now, up 2 scores. But they are faced with a 1st and very long. And they are going to send Ertl to the gun in response on 1st and 18. Ertl, back to pass. It's going to be a screen, hauled in, and this time the secondary is up to the task for Delta. It was hauled in that time by number 9 for Mount Vernon. That's Eli Breidenthal. And it looks like we've got an injury for Delta, maybe just a little cramping. Holding his calf is one of the Delta defenders. Still looking to get a number. I think that might be number 22. Could be Ryder Turner, the linebacker. Tough to tell. Only one of the numbers facing us right now. But we're going to take a quick break here on IndianaHighSchoolSports.net. And we will rejoin you after this injury timeout.
Universal Roofing and Exteriors is a family-owned and operated business, providing care and honest service for over 30 years. Universal has always been a little bit different. Their certified and trained employees don't just provide excellent work at a fair low price. They care about their customers, simply providing great customer service. Quality, honesty, dependability. That's Universal Roofing and Exteriors. Call us today at 317-257-0779. Looking for training that makes a difference? Then Genesis Sports Performance is for you. Whether you're a grade school, high school, or college athlete, or just looking to get back into shape, Genesis has customized programs providing rapid gains in strength and conditioning, speed and agility. Genesis features a 7,000 square foot facility with state-of-the-art weight room and huge turf surface. Call Genesis at 386-7459.
Hi, I'm Steve Hartley, owner and founder.
And we bring you back to Delta High School after the injury has been taken care of for one of the Eagles defenders. Take over on 2nd 13. Play action quick coming from Ertl. He's flushed from the pocket, chucks it downfield, and that is just short of the wide receiver, number 5, Tyler Etherington. It's going to be 3rd down and long, so after the big touchdown for the Eagles, maybe they have the answer on defense. A big if you're a Delta fan, trying to hold the Mount Vernon Marauders for the first time tonight. Charles Smart joining you here from Delta High School for what has been a very entertaining game here through almost 3 quarters. From the gun, it is as this play than it has been all night. Held in by Breidenthal, he shakes away, trying to spin his way forward for the first down, and he's going to be short by just impressive run after the catch that time from Breidenthal. Gets to show off his athleticism now at the wide receiver position. It's going to be 4th down, and I think the officials are going to make it 4th and 2. Wouldn't be surprised if the Marauders don't look at their big boy Burhan, the Purdue commit, for a big first down. From the gun, it is Ertl, and now an even bigger 4th down. It's going to be a QB keeper. No, it's Breidenthal in the game. Breidenthal goes wild position, and after faced with a 3rd and 13, they get 11 of those yards back, and the Marauders keep the drive alive after the first 4th down conversion of the evening. 35-21 is the score as the clock rolls towards 2.5 minutes to play in quarter number 3. From the gun, it is Ertl, back in the QB position once more. It's going to be a handoff this time, and driving his way forward for a big pickup was Drew Martin. Martin picked up 9 on that first down. He's starting to get a little more involved. It's going to be 2nd and 1. Ertl directs traffic from the gun. It's going to be a handoff. Martin again takes a shot right at around the line of scrimmage, but he keeps those legs churning and moves the sticks once more for Mount Vernon. Martin just 5'9", 150 pounds as a senior, but he is running like a much bigger running back right now, taking shots and keeping the butter churning to move the sticks for Mount Vernon once more. Ertl from the gun once more. He looks at Brogan this time on the handoff. Brogan is not as lucky. He's wrapped up right around the line of scrimmage. The Eagles made sure to bring him down, let him know that they're still here on defense. Perhaps not the best night for the Eagles to have key injuries in the form of Dylan Manor and Jennings Wine on defense. The defense has battled certainly with Mount Vernon here through 3 quarters, but the Marauders just have too many offensive weapons. Ertl from the gun for 2nd and 11 after the 1-yard loss on first down. They're going to give it to Burhan. Plowing his way forward into the secondary, takes a shot, and he is chopped down just inside the red zone. That should be enough to move the sticks once more, and that's another first down for Mount Vernon. And man, the Marauders look about as good as they have all night on this drive. They faced some adversity with a 3rd and 13. Still managed to pick up a first down 2 plays later. And they will not be stopped right now on the offensive side of the ball. We'll see if Erdl doesn't get involved with a little more throwing at the quarterback position, the freshman. He's going to hand it off once again to Martin. Martin dancing around, trying to find a hole, and splits forward into the secondary of the Eagles once more. It'll be a 5-yard pickup. It's going to be second down and short. We'll call it 2nd and 4 as the clock is going to wind down to end this third quarter. What an exciting third quarter it was, as we still have ourselves a ball game heading into quarter number 4. 35-21, Mount Vernon leads Delta, but the Marauders are driving on the road. Don't go anywhere. We have got more exciting high school football on IndianaHighSchoolSports.net, driven by Greg Hubler Ford, when we return to Delta.
Hi, I'm Steve Hartley, owner and founder of High Gear Marketing, a digital advertising company focusing on data to help businesses improve market share and drive new customers. Are you tired with the lack of accountability from your current vendors? Are you frustrated with your return on investment? Well, my program is different. You actually don't pay unless you sell something. High Gear Marketing takes all the risk. You have zero to lose. If you're interested, text me at 317-523-4100.
Every day is a great day to buy a vehicle at Greg Hubler Ford.
Because every vehicle comes with our Greg Hubler promise. On top of scheduled maintenance with your vehicle, you'll also enjoy complimentary roadside assistance, service pickup, and drop-off. And a free car wash and quick wash every time you service at Greg Hubler Ford.
We're always finding new ways to put our guests first.
Mosey on into Muncie.
Greg Hubler Ford, promise kept.
Universal Roofing and Exteriors is a family-owned and operated business, providing care and honest service for over 30 years. Universal has always been a little bit different. Their certified and trained employees don't just provide excellent work at a fair low price. They care about their customers, simply providing great customer service. Quality, honesty.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Delta High School, where the Mount Vernon Marauders are knocking on the door, trying to punch home touchdown number 6 to start this fourth quarter. Still in the ball game at quarterback is Erdl. He's going to pitch it out to his right to Martin. Martin makes the first down, heading towards the end zone, and he's going to be wrapped up just short. It'll be another first down, however, for Mount Vernon. It has been a dominant drive for the Marauders, and that little break at the end of the third quarter is not slowing Mount Vernon down, as it brings up 1st and goal from the 4. Erdl, the freshman, from the gun. He's going to hand it off up the middle. Brogan heading towards that end zone, and he's going to be wrapped up just short, about a yard away from the goal line. The Delta Eagles trying to hold Mount Vernon off. Despite being 1-3 on the season, gave up 42 points last week at New Palestine. Mount Vernon has played some exceptional football tonight. They average about 33.5 points per game against them on defense, but only 21 points against them through 3 quarters. As it's Breidenthal back in at quarterback, rolls out to his right, has to cut it back to the left. He will not be brought down into the athletic play from Breidenthal. There were a few times in there where it looked like Delta might wrap him up, but Breidenthal will not be brought down. Only 20 carries heading into tonight. He has had a big load running the football for Mount Vernon, and he makes the Eagles pay again. That is touchdown number 6 on drive number 6. Mount Vernon looks like an elite team here in East Central Indiana, as the kicker, Rylan Vinard, on to attempt the extra point. His last one was blocked, but this one is through the uprights to make it a 42-21 ball game. And for the first time since the first quarter, the Mount Vernon Marauders have doubled the Delta Eagles in score, 42-21. We're going to take a quick break here at the start of quarter number 4. Don't go anywhere. And we will be back at Delta High School shortly.
Looking for training that makes a difference? Then Genesis Sports Performance is for you. Whether you're a grade school, high school, or college athlete, or just looking to get back into shape, Genesis has customized programs providing rapid gains in strength and conditioning, speed and agility. Genesis features a 7,000 square foot facility with state-of-the-art weight room and huge turf surface. Call Genesis at 386-7459 or visit them at genesissportsperformance.com.
We welcome you back once more, ladies and gentlemen, to Delta High School, where the hometown Eagles are prepared to receive a kickoff from the visiting Mount Vernon Marauders, who have scored now on 6 straight drives to make it 42-21. Fielded inside the 1. Dancing around, trying to break free is number 17, Caleb Elliott. And for a second, it looked like Elliott was going to break free for a big return on special teams, but Trey Fox was there to wrap him down in the backfield. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Eagles, with 11:03 to play in this ball game, trailing by 21. The energy is still very much alive in this Delta crowd here at home. Down by 21, they're playing a very talented team, but they have continued fighting all night long. We'll see if Caden Bond and company can't keep fighting on the field as well. From the gun is where he'll start this drive. Showing pressure is Mount Vernon. It's going to be a quick handoff out to the left. And they were looking at Carpenter that time. Carpenter is going to be brought down short of the line of scrimmage, so it'll go down as maybe a 1-yard loss. The press box up here at Delta High School is shaking. Not sure if that's the student section or what, but definitely a lively atmosphere here. In quarter number 4, Bond takes a snap from the gun, gets a little pressure, rolling out to his right, looks downfield, hauled in. It's Damari Wood, and Damari Hood picks up the line to gain and more as he's brought down at the Delta Eagles 45-yard line is where he steps out of bounds, I should say. So the momentum on offense for Delta has not gone anywhere, despite the fact that their defense is giving up touchdown after touchdown. As we've got a new set of downs for the Eagles. It's Caden Bond from under center. Bond pitches it to Carpenter. He's got a little space, but a good read that time by the Marauders, and they adjusted quickly, but not before Carpenter takes it into Mount Vernon territory. They're going to mark it, oh man, just short of Mount Vernon territory, I should say. That's about as close to the 50-yard line as you can get without going over it. Inside 10 minutes of football left to play. It'll be 2nd and 5. The pace of play has certainly not slowed down for the Eagles either, despite being down big. Do they have yet another answer? They'll look for it in the form of Carpenter, and Carpenter will go nowhere. Forward progress will take him just past the 50. It'll bring up 3rd and 5 as well.
3rd down.
So the Mount Vernon Marauders defense holding strong here on the road. Certainly less hobbled than the Delta Eagles defense. Some big injuries have left the Eagles looking for a lot more on the defensive side of the ball, but if you're an Eagles fan, you're focused on your offense and this big 3rd down here to try and stay in this game. It is with Bond from the gun. He's forced from the pocket. He's got pressure coming from all over, and he's forced to send it forward, but he's wrapped up from behind, hit as he throws, and he is down on the far side of the field. No injury, though, but still the pass was off target. And it's 4th down at the 50 now for the Delta Eagles. It looks like Bond might be staying on the field. No, I think Bond was slow to get up, so the Eagles are going to send the punting unit out there? Maybe not, as Bond hobbles his way back out onto the field. He looks to be okay. He was limping after that last play, so now on 4th and 4, the Eagles are faced with maybe the biggest play of the game. And Mount Vernon wants to take a timeout and talk things over before they see a big fourth down with 8:44 to play here in quarter number 4. We've unfortunately lost our analyst in the form of Charles Smart. He's up there working the camera for us on what's been a tough technology night here at Delta High School. But we've certainly had a great football game to make up for it. 42-21 is the score right now. I know that score line might not be the most intriguing, but it has been a back and forth battle, and it did take Mount Vernon at least the first half to pull away to now their largest lead of the game at 21. It has been a battle of attrition between these two teams, but eventually Mount Vernon was able to pull away. Their defense has made just enough stops to make this a blowout game here in the fourth quarter. But if Delta has the answer here on fourth down, it could make this a much closer ball game at the end of this drive. Looks like Caden Bond is going to stay out there after the timeout. So the strategy obviously not changing for the Eagles. From the 49.5-yard line in Mount Vernon territory, under center, it is Bond. Bond, play action. Rolling out to his right, he's got pressure immediately. He checks it down, and that's a great snag by Damari Wood to move the sticks. Looked like it maybe was a QB keeper opportunity that time for Bond, but he kept his eyes upfield and delivers a strike to Hood, who hauls it in for a first down. So the Eagles offense can breathe now with a fresh set of downs and plenty of time left on the clock. The Eagles have put together some solid drives tonight for sure. As Bond goes under center once more. Bond drops back to field, and that is going to be pass interference all over. The receiver that time was number 11 for the Marauders, Ren Davis, the cornerback, wearing those bright green cleats, bright green gloves to match. He was wrapping up Caleb Elliott, the wide receiver out there for Delta. That's about as textbook of a pass interference call as you could have. This will be a first down and I believe 5. It might be a first down and 10. They're just yet to move the sticks yet. Still awaiting the call from the official. There's maybe a little miscommunication. Or they're just looking for a football as they finally get one from the Delta sideline. Maybe just trying to switch the football out. Clock is stopped now at 8:32. And I think both of these teams are just going to use this as a timeout opportunity. No, it looked like Delta was jogging over to the sidelines. They're just going to switch hashes. So finally we're going to have some football after the miscommunication. It's the 29-yard line is where the ball sits right now in Mount Vernon territory. Fresh set of downs after the pass interference. Under center is Bond again. And it's going to be a handoff to the outside for Caleb Elliott, and Elliott goes nowhere. He is driven straight out of bounds. He'll actually lose about a yard or two on that play. But the Delta offense is still putting up a solid performance here in the fourth quarter. Delta knew perhaps that they were facing a formidable opponent in Mount Vernon. Their record certainly does not reflect their level of play at 1-3. They just played an incredibly tough schedule to start the year. As Bond drops back to throw once more, and that was nearly thrown way too far behind number 20, Johnny Manor, for the Eagles. Manor did well to bat that ball out of the air because there was a linebacker for Mount Vernon standing right behind him, ready to pick that off. But it is going to be third down and long now, 3rd and 13. This will be the longest third down the Eagles will have faced, but certainly down 21. You're driving. This is 4-down territory for the Eagles right now. Bond from the gun. He's actually going to keep the ball this time off the draw, and Bond hit from behind, barrels his way forward. He's going to pick up the first down. We have not seen Bond carry the football a ton in this second half, but he makes the most of that opportunity here in the fourth quarter to move the sticks. So now both of these teams converting on third down and 13s. That moves the Eagles into the red zone. So once again, a very long, sustained drive for Delta. We'll see if they can pay it off with touchdown number 4. It's going to be a handoff up the middle this time for Palmer Samuels, who is dropped right at the line of scrimmage. And Palmer Samuels is not having his best game tonight. He had 395 yards heading into this game. He was averaging close to 100 yards per game for Delta. He's well short of that tonight, as the Marauders have been all over them. I would say that Mount Vernon has certainly been scouting the Eagles heading into this game and picked Samuels out as the player to watch. They have limited him a ton tonight, as Bond is forced to check it down at just a couple yards past the line of scrimmage. It goes incomplete. It was intended for the tight end, Caleb Jones. Jones only has 1 reception on the year, but he gets the look that time from Bond. Wasn't able to haul it in. It'll be third down and 10 now, so back-to-back third and longs for Delta. We'll see if the Eagles are up to the task on back-to-back third downs. From the gun, it is Bond. He ran it last time on third and long. He's going to drop back to pass this time, though. Checks it down into double coverage, and it's hauled in this time. A nice grab. This time it is Caleb Jones. He has his second catch of the season. And it is going to bring up 4th and 5. It looks like the offense is going to stay out there once again for Delta. That's the second time on this drive that they'll be faced with a 4th down. And the offense is trying to trick and perhaps trip up the Marauders' defense as they put the punting unit on, or the field goal kicking unit on the field before running the offense back out there, but they run out of time doing so on the play clock. And the Eagles are going to take a quick break. We will take a break. 2:21 is the score here on IndianaHighSchoolSports.net, driven by Greg Hubler Ford. We'll be right back after this timeout.
Hi, I'm Steve Hartley, owner and founder of High Gear Marketing, a digital advertising company focusing on data to help businesses improve market share and drive new customers. Are you tired with the lack of accountability from your current vendors? Are you frustrated with your return on investment? Well, my program is different. You actually don't pay unless you sell something. High Gear Marketing takes all the risk. You have 0 to lose. If you're interested, text me at 317-523-4100.
Welcome back after the timeout to Delta High School. The Eagles spent their first time out of this second half after going down by 21 with 6.5 to play. The Eagles in the red zone, however, faced with a 4th and 5, and this could be the game if Mount Vernon's able to make the stop. Even if the Eagles do find a way to convert and perhaps score a touchdown, they'll still have a lot of work to do. Trailing big right now with not a whole lot of time left. They'll rush up to the line. Under center is Bond. Bond. He pitches it behind him. It's going to be a flea flicker towards the end zone. Sidelines. Who brings it in? So on 4th and 5, the Eagles figure why not go for it in the end zone, opening the play for their 4th touchdown of the evening, and that makes it 2-7. Extra point unit is on to kick. Braden Stanley does the duties once more. And once more, he chips it through. So we've got ourselves a 14-point ball game once more, 42-28. Sam Niger here on IndianaHighSchoolSports.net with you. We'll quick fireworks fireworks sound at Delta High School.
Universal Roofing and Exteriors is a family-owned and operated business, providing care and honest service for over 30 years. Universal has always been a little bit different. Their certified and trained employees don't just provide excellent work at a fair low price. They care about their customers, simply providing great customer service. Quality, honesty, dependability. That's Universal Roofing and Exteriors. Call us today at 317-257-0779. Looking for training that makes a difference? Then Genesis Sports Performance is for you. Whether you're a grade school, high school, or college athlete, or just looking to get back into shape, Genesis has customized programs providing rapid gains in strength and conditioning, speed and agility. Genesis features a...
Welcome back to Delta High School as the squib kick unit is on for Delta, and it goes straight out. The failed onside kick gives the ball right back to the Marauders with 6.5 to play, and that should be more than enough time for Mount Vernon and quarterback Luke Ertl to perhaps put this game to bed. They've been unstoppable through 4 quarters. 6 possessions, 6 touchdowns for the Marauders. Will they make it 7 for 7? As they're going to start with the ball right at the 50-yard line. The kickoff out of bounds for the Eagles certainly doesn't help the defense that's been struggling tonight. Under center it is Ertl. In motion, he gives it away to Breidenthal, who rolls out to his right, trying to find the edge. Delta sets it well, and Breidenthal's just going to have to slide down after picking up about 2 yards. It'll be 2nd and 8. Despite the failed onside kick, the Eagles could still have a solid defensive possession here and try and earn the ball back. It's been a lot of long, drawn-out drives for both of these sides. It does not favor the Eagles in terms of the clock management. From the gun now, it's Ertl. As it appears Mount Vernon's going to waste as much time pre-snap as they can. It'll be a handoff up the middle. Brogan picks up 3 or 4 before being stopped right at about the 45-yard line. He falls forward, however, for maybe 1 or 2 yards more. So Brogan making the most of his carries tonight. He's seen a lot of action in this second half since Luke Ertl has come into the ball game. Ertl was averaging about an interception per game. He's only played in the second half of this game, but no picks yet, but very few throws from Ertl. Ertl's actually going to take a seat, however. Eli Breidenthal back in at the quarterback position for 3rd and 4. We wonder if perhaps that doesn't mean we'll see another passing attempt for the Marauders. And it's a high snap. It gets away from Breidenthal, and he's going to slide down on top of it right around the 40-yard line. So that's going to go down as the first defensive stop for the Delta Eagles. There is no way that Mount Vernon should be going for this on 4th down here. It'll actually go down as a 3 and out. So the botched snap goes in favor of the Eagles. And the for Mount Vernon for the first time tonight. And for the first time tonight, Eli Breidenthal will be back to punt. It actually looks like number 90 for Mount Vernon. That's Dean Helms, who will do the punting duties for the Marauders. Solid punt, fielded at about the 30. Trying to bounce out to his right is number 34, for Delta. That is Cam Wilson. And the Eagles get the ball back unscathed for the first time this evening, down by 14. Perhaps there's a little hope now for the Eagles, but they're going to have to move quickly with 4:06 to play in quarter number 4. 42-28 here on IndianaHighSchoolSports.net. Sam Niger up here in the booth with you at Delta High School. It's been a great game so far. Some offensive firepower on display for both sides. The advantage is in favor of the visiting Mount Vernon Marauders at the moment. But perhaps Caden Bond and company can shave down that lead here late in the 4th quarter. They'll start with a run right up the middle to Samuels. as Palmer Samuels gets about 4 yards on first down, and that's been about the story for him tonight. That's similar to his longest run. He has not really been a big factor like we thought. 6'2", 215. He's a built running back. He's a strong runner as well, but Mount Vernon has been up to the task in hauling him down tonight so far. Samuel stays in the game, though, to the left of Bond, as Bond gets the low snap, drops back, and that's a great deflection. Oh, but it's going to be pass interference. It looked like a great read from up here, but the officials said that number 14, Trey Fox, got a little too handsy there on defense, and that is going to move the football forward for perhaps a first down for the Eagles. It'll go down as an incomplete pass, but that is a big 15-yard penalty. It'll move the Eagles into Mount Vernon territory with 3.5 to play. Down by 14. So the longer and longer this drive goes on, the more hope it seems that Delta has in making this a one-score ball game. Still a lot of football left to be played here from Delta High School. 3:26 is up on the clock at the moment. And there's going to be a hard count violation. It's going to be offsides against Mount Vernon. And immediately upset with himself was the outside linebacker, Keelan LaBelle, as he immediately started hitting himself in the helmet. Luckily for him, that's only a 5-yard penalty rather than a 15-yard penalty, but still back-to-back penalties on back-to-back plays for Mount Vernon. Good news for the Eagles as well on that penalty is that no time comes off the clock, so it's 1st and 5. Bond, low snap again from the gun, fields it well. He's going to let it go downfield on the sidelines, and it goes just incomplete. It was bobbled by number 81, Chase Ritchie for Delta. Only a few seconds come off the clock there, about 7. 3:19 on the clock. It's going to be 2nd and 5, but a great play call, an aggressive play call after the penalty for Delta, trying to get a quick strike moving into the red zone. Not exactly coming down to the wire here at Delta High School, as we still have a 2-score game, 2 touchdowns separating these two teams, but Delta making things very interesting here late in the 4th quarter. Bond is going to hand it off up the middle, and the first down is converted that time by Palmer Samuels. A big run for him. He's been looking for a run like that here in this second half. 3:13 is where the clock is stopped. It's going to be a quick snap from Bond this time. More pressure. Oh, and he loses the football. And the offensive line just stared at it for Delta, and it's recovered by Mount Vernon. What a play as the Marauders seal the deal perhaps in this game with a huge fumble recovery. Delta can't believe it. The sideline looks shocked just when they had the most hope of the evening. It is Mount Vernon that comes up with a big defensive play, and that's the first turnover of the night. Couldn't have come at a better time for Mount Vernon. They now have 3 minutes of clock to kill to perhaps go home with a big win on the road at Delta. We'll see if the defense for the Eagles isn't up to the task in response, but they will face an offense that has been dominant so far this evening. Luke Ertl is going to hand it off on first down, and that's a big hit delivered by the Eagles right off the jump. Drew Martin got the carry that time.
Second down.
It's going to be 2nd down and 10 as Martin barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Mount Vernon is not afraid to let the play clock wind down here, as it's going to be another carry to Martin. Martin tries to scamper his way forward for a couple extra yards, but he gets stonewalled after about a 4-yard pickup, and it's now going to be 3rd down and medium for the Marauders. The Delta Eagles defense is showing up here in quarter number 4. You have to worry if it's not too little too late, as despite the fact that it's third down already for Mount Vernon, they've already used up a minute of clock here on this drive. A first down here might do it, as the Marauders send Breidenthal back in to play the quarterback position. 3rd and 6, Breidenthal from the gun. This could be the game here with the play clock winding down. It's going to be a handoff to Brogan. Brogan trying to shake free from a couple of tacklers, stays on his feet. Oh my goodness, what a second effort that will just about do it with a minute and a half left. He moves the sticks, and I don't think Delta will have a chance to respond. The botch snap from the quarterback Bond, and the fumble recovered by Mount Vernon. Then the big conversion from Brogan might just steal the deal here at Delta. Still timeouts left for the Eagles, but it doesn't look like they're going to spend them here as the clock ticks closer to about a minute left. Mount Vernon is just letting the play clock wind down as they head into victory formation. And we see the first kneel from the quarterback, Ertl. One more snap, perhaps, and that will do it from Delta High School. 42-28 is going to be our final score here. The Mount Vernon Marauders pick up their second win of the season. They will advance to 2-3. Delta is going to drop to 3-2. So after a perfect start to the year with 3 straight wins, they've now dropped 2 in a row in conference play, have the Eagles. And these two teams are heading in opposite directions right now. But as for tonight, Mount Vernon gets it done on the road and in a big way. 6 touchdowns on 8 possessions for the Eagles, or for the Marauders rather. They were unstoppable as the teams will head to the handshake lines. We are going to take a quick break, our final break here on IndianaHighSchoolSports.net. My name was Sam Niger. Charles Smart joined us here earlier in the broadcast. We thank you for joining us tonight. We will be right back for our show close. Until then, thank you for joining us here at Delta High School.
Every day is a great day to buy a vehicle at Greg Hubler Ford.
Because every vehicle comes with our Greg Hubler promise. On top of scheduled maintenance with your vehicle, you'll also enjoy complimentary roadside assistance, service pickup, and drop-off. And a free car wash and quick wash every time you service at Greg Hubler Ford.
We're always finding new ways to put our guests first.
Mosey on into Muncie.
Greg Hubler Ford, promise kept.
Universal Roofing and Exteriors is a family-owned and operated business, providing care and honest service for over 30 years. Universal has always been a little bit different. Their certified and trained employees don't just provide excellent work at a fair low price. They care about their customers, simply providing great customer service. Quality, honesty, dependability. That's Universal Roofing and Exteriors. Call us today at 317-257-0779. Looking for training that makes a difference? Then Genesis Sports Performance is for you. Whether you're a grade school, high school, or college athlete, or just looking to get back into shape, Genesis has customized programs providing rapid gains in strength and conditioning, speed and agility. Genesis features a 7,000 square foot facility with state-of-the-art weight room and huge turf surface. Call Genesis at 386-7459. Or visit them at GenesisSportsPerformance.com. Hi, I'm Steve Hartley, owner and founder of High Gear Marketing, a digital advertising company focusing on data to help businesses improve market share and drive new customers. Are you tired with the lack of accountability from your current vendors? Are you frustrated with your return on investment? Well, my program is different. You actually don't pay unless you sell something. High Gear Marketing takes all the risk. You have zero to lose. If you're interested, text me at 317-523-4100.
Well, by the Mount Vernon Marauders offense, the Delta Eagles had no answer on the defensive side of the ball, and their offense could not go tit for tat. 28-42 is our final score here at Delta High School. Sam Niger, Charles Smart joining you on the call today. We thank you for joining us tonight. We hope you will tune in next week for IndianaHighSchoolSports.net.
game of the week in Muncie, driven by Greg Hubler Ford. Until then, we are going to sign off for the night. Once again, 42-28 in favor of the Mount Vernon Marauders over the Delta Eagles. This is Sam Niger signing off from Delta High School.
Tonight's game on IndianaHighSchoolSports.net has been driven by Greg Hubler Ford, located at the corner of McGalliard and Nebo Road in Muncie, or visit them at GregHublerAuto.com. And brought to you in part by Universal Roofing and Exteriors. Visit Universal at UniversalRFG.com. By Genesis Sports Performance. Visit Genesis at GenesisSportsPerformance.com. And by High Gear Marketing at HighGearMKTG.com. This has been a presentation of IndianaHighSchoolSports.net and High Gear Sports.